Hi. Oh God, I can hear myself. Oh God, put that away. Oh, no, no group. No, Fugi, no. Hi, Goulash. Happy Streamiversary, yeah! Streamiversary is technically next week, a week from today. But I am a 1,000,000% that person that is like, it's my birthday this week, so birthday week. Because it is my streamiversary, and it's also my birthday on the 21st. Exactly halfway through the year. Hey gang, we're almost half the way through 2026. How do we feel about that? Crazy. Yeah, my birthday is exactly halfway through the year. The summer equinox, I think. Yeah. 1 second. There we go. Okay. I was leaning for some reason. Yes. Hello. Hello, everybody. Making sure that's going okay. I'm trying to remember how to stream. I'm trying. There we go. And you guys might hear, I have new mic, new microphone. I finally just bit the bullet and got a good, like, podcasting microphone. I was trying to be, I don't know what I was trying to do with, like, headset mics and stuff, but I wasn't getting the sound quality I wanted, and it wasn't consistent because I had to always have it in the same spot on my face, and if it wasn't exactly the same, then it caused problems. So after 5 years of doing this, I bought a Shure brand microphone. I bought the microphone that everybody has. And everybody has it for a reason. It's really fucking good. It's a good mic. It's a good mic. But I did also have to redo my whole setup to kind of accommodate for the mic because it's big and the mic arm is kind of in the way. So I had to move where my PC is. So still figuring stuff out a little bit. But I'll listen back to this and we'll see how it all sounds. Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to birthday/anniversary week. Birthiversary week. And how do I combine it the other way? With anniversary first. And Earth Day. No. It's birthiversary week. Yes, I'm very excited for this week. I went a little stir crazy last week without streaming. Like yesterday and Friday, I had too much energy. I usually put all my energy into this, but not last week. I was going really crazy, but I'm happy to be back. I got the schedule done a little bit late, but it is done. It is done. It is here. So this is what's going on this week for Birthiversary week. So today we are going to be finishing the online story, the interactive story. I don't know how to describe this, but 17776, we are going to be finishing up. I'm so excited. I really enjoyed the first part that we did. We ended up on a great bit. Game 27 is what they called it. Yeah. Game 27. I loved that so much. And I'm so excited to get back into that. Tomorrow, we will be doing one quick Baldur's Gate 3 stream. Partially because I would like to gaze upon my beautiful wife, Tavora Kyron. But also, that's going to be the last Baldur's Gate stream for like 2 weeks. Until probably the 2nd of July, because Toby Fox gave me an early and a late birthday present via Deltarune Chapter 5. I have to drop everything to play Deltarune Chapter 5. So that's what next week. You want to know what we're doing next week? Deltarune. Deltarune is what we're doing. Deltarune. That's it. I'm so excited though. I'm so excited for Deltarune Chapter 5. Yes, we will be playing that next week. 25th, 26th. Let's see. Chapters 3 and 4 took me like 3 streams each. So we'll bet that like Thursday, Friday, Saturday streams will be Deltarune. And I'll keep Sunday open and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yes, so there will be Baldur's Gate this week. We get to have Tabs crash out and raiding Ethel's entire house. That'll be fun. And then for most of this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we get to play my favorite game of all time, BioShock. I have not replayed BioShock in a really long time. I'm very excited to come back to this. I'm so excited because I feel like this game is old enough that there are going to be people watching who have not experienced BioShock. So no spoilers. No spoilers in the chat for BioShock. Because I want to take some people on a journey. I want to take people on the journey that I went on. Playing BioShock for the first time. You share Summer Solstice birthday with at least one other VTuber I know of. It's also Princess Celestia Day. Wait, is Celestia also born on the 21st? Do I share a birthday with Princess Celestia? I did not know that. It's very funny. I love that. Oh my God. All right. Oh, one thing with the mic really quick. Sorry. It's so sensitive. It is incredibly sensitive. And I need to get like a shock mount for it. So if you hear me like tapping my table or you hear like things like clicking and like maybe like something's like hitting my desk, I can't really do anything about that right now. It is just the most sensitive little guy on the planet. So I'm sorry if you hear that. Just wanted to address it right now. But yes, yes, BioShock, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Vex
the Speciperate has arrived
the
at Club
Speciperate?
Hana. Boss Sumi and Prince Edison are happy you're here.
Speciperate? Hi, Vex. Welcome, welcome. Yes, BioShock, I'm gonna have so much fun. The most fun you're gonna see me have is gonna be Fort Frolic. The day we play Fort Frolic, I will feel pure joy. I will feel nothing but joy when we go to the crazy side tangent that is Fort Frolic. And then the final stream will be me apologizing for how not great the ending of BioShock is. But I think it's very important for you to be able to acknowledge when you have a thing that you like, but there are bad things about it. I think it is important to say, I really like this thing. It's my favorite thing ever. I know this part sucks about it, but the rest of it is good enough, for, in my opinion, that it's my favorite thing. Oh, it's because it's the longest day of the year. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Then Saturday, we are going to be doing streams at the 3 p.m. PST time. So no later stream on Saturday. I don't have D&D. So we can just keep 3 p.m. PST with all of these streams. And I'm going to play some Marvel Rivals. I'm getting back into it. I'm back in the mines. I'm continuously being haunted by the ghost of Ray Chase. Real actual man that haunts my life. Ray Chase. For people who do not know, a good friend of mine, friend of the channel, Ugami, Ray Chase, the voice of Cyclops in Marvel Rivals, who just barely came out in Marvel Rivals. He is voiced by Ray Chase, and Ray is my friend Ugami's boss. She works for him, and he haunts my life. And Ugami tells me a lot of stories and apparently tells him about me. And that's scary. That's very scary. Mix It Up keeps crashing. And that's annoying as hell. But what can you do? But yeah, so we're going to play some Rivals. You're going to hear me get angry at Ray Chase, the real man, the real human man that I have met who pays my friend, who is the boss of my good friend Ugami. And I'm also just, it's my birthday. I get to look at Loki. I get to be real weird about Loki. It's almost my birthday. It is my right. I'm trying to reset up, Mix It Up because it wants to crash so bad. Okay. Excuse me. 1 second. Sorry, I'm tweaking a thing on the mic filter. So I'm noticing I'm peaking just a little bit and I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay. Oh, and then finally on Sunday, which is my actual birthday, we're going to bring back an old Sumi stream tradition. Back in the first year when I was streaming, I used to every month make like a little cake in Cooking Simulator. And we just made it more and more silly every single month. So we're going to go back to that and we're going to make my birthday cake. And then if my voice is feeling okay, I will do some karaoke. I've been doing a lot of vocal exercises while I've been gone, trying to get my voice back into shape because it got real messed up. It got real messed up via the acid situation. But I'm taking good care of it. I got a vocal steamer. The last week, and I've been using that twice a day, and that's been helping. I got specialized throat lozenges that are coming in the mail. I have special antacids that have algae in them to stop the acid. Like I'm really trying. But it's going to be a fun week, and I am excited. And I appreciate everybody hanging out with me for 5 whole years. Crazy. And I do want to say, on YouTube, we hit 800 subscribers on YouTube, which is crazy, considering that I did not even have 20. I did not even have 20 subscribers 6 months ago. I had 25 6 months ago. So that is a crazy increase. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. If you're on Twitch and you want to watch any old VODs that have come out in the last year, best way to do it would be over on YouTube. They're all over there for your viewing pleasure. All of Pathologic, all of Detroit Become Humans over there. Everything we done in Baldur's Gate 3 this run is there. But yeah, it's great. It's really, really great. I really do appreciate it. Just trying to make sure if there's anything else. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay. Yes. Let's do question of the day and then we'll get back into 17776 is how I've decided to say it. Just weekly check-in on the Sunday. How are ya? How you doing? How was your last week? I do have a story. For you guys. Excuse me, 1 second. There we go. Okay. One nice thing about this mic is I can tap on it and mute to like clear my throat. 800, let's go. Yeah. I would love to get to, 1,000 by the end of the year seems incredibly doable. That would be awesome. If I could get to 1,000 on Twitch and on YouTube this year, that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. Consume VOD. Yeah. If you want to help me get monetization on the channel, Consume VOD is the best way you can do that. I need, let's see, how many more? Honestly, not a lot more watch hours. I'm almost halfway to the amount of watch hours I would need to get monetization on the channel. That's crazy. You need to have 3,000 watch hours in the last year, and I'm almost at 1,500. Consume merch. Yes, we do still have merch on the Devils website. There will be merch for this week. It is just getting worked out. Some last minute hiccups arose, and that's totally fine. But I am very excited for you guys to all see it. I will probably extend the pre-order for the merch a little bit, just because it's coming up a little bit later than I wanted it to. But you guys will have the option to pre-order things. I will let you guys know as soon as that is available. It should just be in the next few days, hopefully. We're just getting it all done. I'm excited. Okay. All right. But yes, I said I have a story. I do have a story. Because I mentioned this in my Discord. I've been going to movies every Tuesday consistently for a year and a half. I started going to a movie every single week in January of 2024. That was my weird New Year's resolution, was to see a new movie every week. So I just went to a theater every Tuesday, every week, nonstop. This last week is the first time that I had to go get an employee to go to get some people to shut the hell up. Which honestly, I'm just surprised it took that long. I'm really surprised. I did have one very talkative audience when I saw Black Phone 2 last fall-ish. And I'm gonna be so for real, I did not care enough about Black Phone 2 to go make a stink about the groups of people that were talking. Did not care enough about Black Phone 2. However, this last Tuesday, I did something that I've never done before, and I saw a movie that I've already seen again. I saw Obsession again. Because there was nothing in theaters that I hadn't already seen that I wanted to see more than I wanted to watch Obsession a second time. Yeah? It's just a good movie, gang. It's just a good movie. Cerise saw it for his birthday, friend of the channel, Cerise, and he kept talking about it for like a couple days after. He woke up and put in our group chat, still think about the movie, which is exactly what I want to hear. But yes, so I go to see Obsession for a second time, and I get there as close to the end of trailers as I possibly can. I've timed it out pretty well at this point. Just show up like 20 minutes late, and I'll avoid trailers because I don't want to see them. They spoil things. I don't want to see it. But next to me is a couple, I would find out husband and his pregnant wife. And there were like a couple of trailers after I got there, and I was just kind of ignoring them. But I heard them talking about like movie things and like actors and a couple of directors and stuff. And I was like, oh, these people like movies. That's so exciting. That's so great. And one second, Mix It Up crashed again. Okay. Ooh, that's not great because that's where all my redeems are tied to. But yeah, so this little couple, they were very, very sweet. They were talking like movies and stuff, and like movies they were excited about, and reacting to some of the trailers with like their thoughts. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. That's so cute. A little movie couple. That's awesome. And as Obsession is starting, the Blumhouse studio card comes up like right at the beginning, and I hear the wife go, oh, I didn't know Blumhouse made this. And the husband said, oh, no, they didn't make it. this movie existed for a while, and then Blumhouse like paid to distribute it into movie theaters. And I was like, oh, these guys are like movie people. They know the difference between producers and distributors. These guys know ball. I like these guys. I like this couple just immediately. So movie starts about 20 minutes into the film Obsession. A group of teenage boys shows up. And that in and of itself isn't immediately bad. There have been very respectful groups of teenage boys in movies that I've seen. Cerise, in his showing of Obsession, had multiple groups of teenage boys who were very, very well behaved, but did have very big reactions to things. And that's astounding. That's amazing. You love to see it. But this group of teenage boys, they get in 20 minutes late and they proceed to talk at normal speaking volume. Not about the movie. They're just talking. They're just yapping. And when I am at a movie with a group of people, I will sometimes talk to my friend next to me. I think that saying something to the person next to you, as long as you are being very quiet, as long as you are not speaking at full volume, as long as you are not like heckling the movie that you're watching, that's fine. The husband and wife next to me, I was watching them like point things out, like actually point at the screen and like whisper to each other. And I was like, oh, I love these two. But these teenage boys get in and they just start yapping, and they yap and they yap and they yap. And the husband starts doing the thing where you like kind of not fully stand up out of your seat, but you kind of arch your back and you look backwards a little bit. You know what I mean? Where you are like trying to look at the person to kind of like with your eyes tell them, stop it. And he just was not, getting the attention of these teenage boys who would not shut the hell up. And he kept doing it. And I heard the wife be like, it's fine. And I heard him say, oh, I'm going to go talk to him. I just end up tapping the husband on the shoulder and I go, hey, I've already seen this movie. You guys sit, enjoy. I'm going to go get someone. So I went, like I got an employee. They were super cool about it. The person I got was a teenage boy, actually, in retrospect. And he was like, oh, yeah, no problem. Just like, what side of the theater are they on? You go back in, we'll wait a couple minutes just so it doesn't look like, we're swarming them because of you. And then we'll go talk to them. And they were all the way on the other side of the theater. So I didn't see anybody come talk to them, but they did shut up. So I'm assuming they did. And it's also like saying something that they were on the opposite side of the theater from me and I could still like hear them. But they were quiet for a very long time. But we get to kind of close to the end of the movie and they start talking again. And the husband starts doing his little like sitting up real tall, looking back in his seat. And I've seen this movie, so I know what's about to happen. For people who have seen Obsession, they started talking right about the end of the party scene. And there is what is kind of colloquially, known as the car scene, about a scene and a half later. And so the husband is, sitting and looking, and I just tap him on the arm and I go, hey, I'm not spoiling anything for you here. Something is about to happen in the next few scenes, and it's going to shut them up. And if it doesn't, I'll go get someone again. But I think it's going to shut them up. And you know what? It sure did. Car scene Obsession will shut anyone up. And also, I didn't want to go get somebody because I wanted to watch car scene again. So I was like, yeah, if we get to car scene and they're still being little assholes, I'll go get someone again. But yeah, no, the thing happened and they were dead silent for the rest of the movie. It's the power of the obsession car scene. It was great. But yeah, that couple was great. I think it is very funny that when I was having a genuinely bad theatrical experience watching Black Phone 2, I was like, no, I don't care enough to go get somebody about this. But as soon as there was a couple, like other people that I could see that were trying to actively engage in this movie, and it was a movie I really like, that I think is great, that is when I'm like, no, this shall not stand. I'm gonna go be that person. I will not let this couple's movie-going experience be ruined. They need to watch Obsession. Yeah, that is my story from this last week. This Tuesday, I will be seeing my movie after stream. So I'm gonna start playing BioShock, and then I'm gonna go see it's The Furious. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, The Furious. It is a gosh, what is it? What country is that from? China? Yeah, it's a Chinese action film that's being compared to The Raid, and I love The Raid, and I love me. I'm not a big action movie girly, but I do love me like good action sequences, and like kind of bigger action sequences. I'm excited to see The Furious, but I'm gonna be watching it at like 9:30 p.m. It's gonna be something. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how that is. But oh, sorry, dropped my giant water bottle. Okay, I'm gonna take a big drink of water, and then we're gonna get back into 17/7/76. We will be finishing this today. I swear it. I hope we will. I didn't read anything, but I did look ahead to how much we have left, and it is a decent amount. But I think we're through a lot of the setup, and we are now in what the website has labeled as intermission 1. Let me see if there's like a wiki page about like all the parts. Chapters, yes. Yeah, so we have, let's see. We are on chapter 11, and it looks like there are 25 chapters here. So, yay! I'm excited. Yeah, game 27 was so incredible. I was so happy with that. Rude moviegoers are one of the factors that keeps me away from the cinema. Still glad I made an exception for Backrooms. Yeah, I'm glad you got to see it. I think Backrooms is a great movie-going like experience. It was my least favorite of the 3 horror movies that I saw last year. Not last year, last month. But that's just because Obsession is genuinely one of the best movies that's come out this year. And Hokum is just so incredibly my shit. Hokum is a very Sumi-coded horror movie. Hi, Bean! If you're this, you're a cutie. If you don't, you're adorable. Rude. But hi, Bean. Hello. Bean is getting ready to do our vampire TTRPG game. I'm excited. I need to think up an 80s outfit for my girly. All right. But yeah, I will say Goulash, like I said, like it's been a year and a half, and this last situation was the first time I've had a like rude movie going experience. I did have a thing in Hokum where literally it was right to my left was a girl and a guy, and the girl wasn't being loud enough to be heard by the whole theater, not enough for me to like get angry at, but she was commenting on literally everything, and I shushed her like an angry librarian like multiple times. And Crown Guard Cosplay, friend of the channel, it was with me, and she was like, oh, if she talked one more time, I was gonna like start yelling at her because I knew that you wouldn't start yelling. But yeah, no, she literally from the jump was like, oh my gosh, that's scary. Oh my gosh, are you scared? And I was like, oh girly, you're gonna have a bad you're gonna have a bad hour and a half if the very beginning of Hokum is like too scary for you, because it's gonna get worse. I know how this director is. It's gonna get worse. And it did. It did. It was great. It was great. I loved Hokum. I think it went out of theaters a little bit too quickly, but also a lot of things came out last month. So what can you do? What can you do? All right. Okay. I've been yapping for like half an hour. Okay. Yes. Let's get into 17776. We got a lot to get through, and I'm reading it all. We're voice acting. We're doing it. Bean Week, good. Just had good Star Trek session, good. Yay, yeah, and in our Hunter the Reckoning game, we did slay a demon. That did work out. Nobody died. I'm so surprised. We all survived. And that's to be celebrated. All right, let's go ahead and get over to the stage, and we will continue with 17776. Okay. Oh, I need to log back in to mix it up. God damn. Okay. So, things that I can remember from last time. So right now, we have 3 satellites. We have 9, who is the red text. We have 10, who is the green text, and then we have Juice, who is the yellow text if we see them around. And they are 3 satellites that do exist. They are real satellites, but they are communicating with each other in the year 17776, where on Earth, humans no longer age and they no longer die. And all they do is play insane games of football. Crazy games of football. Last time we got to see game 27, which exists in, I believe it was Denver, Colorado, which was a normal football game at one point, and then people stopped dying and like war ended and there was no more conflict, and then this game just kept going. So this game of football has been going on for like 10,000 years. It's great. It was so funny. I loved game 27 so much. But we are now at the intermission, which interesting, we're starting an intermission, but let's get into it. Let me put on. Oh yeah, I was going to do music last time and then I didn't, because I didn't want things to get copyright striked. Yeah, we'll just put on him. I don't like reading in like silence. What is this? Let's do this. Okay. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully this doesn't get Hopefully this doesn't hit any copyrights. Actually, no, let's see. Let me just look up royalty-free music. Please. See. We're the best surviving our group in our TTRPG was so good at surviving things that we should not have. Let's go with this. Okay. Lo-fi copyright free music. Okay. We just want it to be chill. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Question time. You promised. I did. What? Oh, I did read this last time, but we'll reread it. Pioneer 9 action log. Questions to ask 10. Why hasn't human technology advanced in the last 15,000 years? Why aren't humans even trying to explore space? I know you already said that nobody knows why people stopped aging or dying all of a sudden, but do you expect to ever know the answer? Are they seriously going to live forever? For millions of years? Trillions of years? Aren't they going to get bored eventually? Are they all in a simulation or something? Are they all in heaven or something? Are we going to be stuck out here forever? Do they know we're out here? Has Juice always been like that? Why did it take you so long to wake me up? What about all the other countries? How come we're just watching America all day? How are they doing? Where did Florida go? How long have you and Juice been awake? Are there other space probes out there? And if so, do you talk to them? Have you seen any evidence of extraterrestrial life? How has the world changed politically? How are all the buildings in such good shape, even the ones that have been around since the 1800s and 1900s? How have state boundaries remained exactly the same for 15,000 years? How come people don't look like they're any different ages? Shouldn't everyone look the same age? If crime has been eradicated, how come that police officer? How come that police officer in Nebraska was necessary? Am I going to die? Should I have woken up? Why did you wake me up? Okay. I have an idea. Just take one off the top. Okay. Why hasn't technology advanced in the last 15,000 years? You mean besides the nanos, right? Besides, you know, the brilliant nanotechnology that is omnipresent on Earth and has helped to redefine human existence? Well, yeah, besides that, most people look and live like they always did. So people who were not here last time or who need a refresher, the nanos are like little nanobots that are all over like the surface of Earth and like prevent people from dying. Like via
welcome to the family, son.
Hello, let me see. I'm gonna read your name. I'm gonna do it. Luca Cheaterista. Thank you so much for the follow. Enjoy your follower emotes and welcome to the Club Hana family. Remember, we're not a mob, we're a family business. Either way, I am now your boss. Welcome to 17776. But yes, people who weren't here last time, the nanos are little nanobots that like cover the Earth, and we had a situation where somebody got into a car accident and the nanos like contained the explosion and stopped him from being hurt. We've also had one of the football players got sucked up into a tornado and she got dropped somewhere else and the nanos like just cushioned her fall. So it's a thing to stop people from dying in like injury-based ways. You can call me Luca, will do. Yes, the nanos. Okay, we got lots of ads. Now at Ron Farmer Chrysler Plymouth Voyager. All you add is people. Let's see. Voyager holds up to 15 people in a car? Jesus Christ. 3 more than Ford and Chevrolet. Compare Voyager. Our go anywhere, do anything Voyager gives you everything the competition does and more. What is this? It is an online like website. If you search 17776, you can get there from the beginning. It is a alternate reality story about a future of Earth where people no longer die. Drinking and driving with 15 homies. Hello, MLG Mark, I'm assuming. Hello. Let's see. With Voyager, you get the most seating arrangement optimizations in the industry. You also get the tightest turning diameter, which makes the Voyager easier to handle. There's no way a 15-passenger car handles great and has a good turning diameter. Shut the hell up. There's no way. Which makes Voyager easier to handle, and the largest fuel tank, which takes you further, and means fewer gas stops. It's fantastic. As a V6 or a V8. What year? Yeah, I don't know what year this is. That's a good question. It's giving 70s. Like just this setup here and like the pictures and like the styling is giving 70s to me. But I'm not seeing anything specific. Let me actually, I made this bigger to make it easier for you guys to read, but also my head gets in the way a lot. So I'll do this. There we go. Oh, and then we have some more of 10 talking in the corner there. Look at this has to be the 70s then. 4390? No way. No way, man. Voyager is just perfect for all kinds of things like getting away for a while. It has all kinds of storage space and it will carry half a neighborhood on its way to school. And don't forget, when you order Plymouth Voyager, you decide whether you want the power of a V8 or the gas-saving economy of our Slant 6 engine. Plymouth Voyager was built to take on the jobs of all kinds of vehicles. Maybe it's just right for you. Come and see Voyager now. It's fantastic. at Ron Farmer's Auto Supermarket Incorporated. Let's see. I'll read what 10 is saying. Humanity could have advanced if it wanted to. In fact, it did. Almost everything you thought they would invent, they did. Flying cars, buildings that built themselves, jets that can take you from Arkansas to Paris in 5 minutes. You don't see any of those things because people didn't want them. Okay, yes. So super selection advance from 4390. Oh, 75. There we go. 1975. 6-cylinder engine. And then the extended is only 5250. That's crazy. Wowee. Okay. Shop indoors. I love big 70s vans like this. They're so funny to me. Absolute boats. Not as much of a boat as like a 40s Bel Air. Bel Airs are one of my favorite classic cars. And they are absolute, they are shaped like a boat. 20, oh, thank you for doing the price conversion. That's genuinely not that bad. For like, how much was the normal size? Yeah, standard is a 5-passenger. And then you can get up to 8, 12, 15. That's not bad. Anyway, I'm getting so distracted already. If they advanced too much further technologically, those advances would have inevitably intrude on their humanity. People wanted to walk. They wanted to take the bus that smelled like cigarettes. They wanted those precious 3 minutes between asking a question and knowing the answer. Oh, you can tell this was written in 2017. You can tell this was written in 2017, before AI stuff really happened. Let's see. So we got the 77 Plymouth Voyager. Hello Space is what the 77 Plymouth Voyager is all about. Depending on your need for cargo or seating capacity, you have a choice of two wheelbases, plus the extra spacious extended body, blah, blah, blah. Hello Comfort. I'm just seeing if I need to, I'm pretty sure this half over here is the important bit. Yeah, Voyager 1 off to Jupiter. The nano to keep people alive, but keep them in a set state so they that's a good theory, Bean. Yeah, the nanos started existing after like the people stopped dying of like old age and illness, like they stopped aging and stuff. But I could see the nanos basically like just resetting them molecularly because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So we do know about Voyager 1 on Cape Canaveral in Florida. So Florida, well, it's 1970 something, which I think is around when 9 was launched. Pretty sure. Let's see. I'm just kind of scanning it. So this is Voyager 1. I believe that 9 and 10 are both Voyager no, Voyagers are rockets. I forget what satellites they are. But they are real satellites. So yeah, I'll just read the headlines on this. I don't think the whole article is important. They keep their old wants and their brains are being reset. I could see that. Oh, we can see right here up at the top, August 1977. Voyager 2 off to Saturn and beyond. People defeated scarcity. Everyone had what they needed and nobody got sick, but they found that they needed things to be just a little bit difficult once in a while. They needed to stub their toe and wait in line and see that check engine light. They decided to leave their existence just a little short of perfect because they wanted to want. This is actually very optimistic. So the 78 Plymouth Voyager 8 in stock. Now it's going up, 78. They keep the new info, but if you like apples, your brain will never get tired of having apples. I could see that. There's also something to be said for the mechanism of human change. It's largely generational. People's wants and hopes and dreams evolved because young people entered the world and took another step forward. Hello, Dave. What, your movie of the century? Now, please experience this website on your own, everybody. Please give them the click-throughs. This is like such a creative multimedia project. It's incredible. Anyway, but this is the final generation. Yes, it's a 15,000-year-old generation, but it's just as you wouldn't expect them to grow a third arm, you shouldn't assume they want different things, different lives. They wanted things and they got them all. The end. Hey, Van Man. Sorry. Hey, Van Man. The 81 Plymouth Voyager, 1980 closeout models. 50,000. That's still not bad. Hi, Michael. And they are getting like more pricey year over year, but like there's still a 15. Wait, okay. I'm pretty sure the Plymouth Voyager is real. One second. Yes, they're real. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Are they still manufactured? They were manufactured from 1974 to 2000. So these are probably actual articles. Oh, I know the MP. Oh, I bet you this thing eats gas. Dude, that miles per gallon has to be garbo. It's so bad. It has to be. This thing's a bus. This could have been observed in the years before people stopped aging. People sometimes talk about their grandparents, who they knew in the 1960s, 70s, 80s. They tend to talk about the day-to-day sameness of their grandparents' lives. Their furniture is what interests me specifically. It would never, ever be rearranged. Sofas and armoires would be shoved into the living room in 1955, and they would sit there unmoved until 1995, all the while their legs slowly digging themselves into the carpet. Plates and portraits would hang on the wall for eons. When you took them down, they would leave unbleached shadows of themselves in the paint. This is making me think of the bit we read last time, where somebody talked about how they moved back into an apartment that they moved into thousands of years ago, and they just forgot. And they realized that they rearranged all their furniture pretty much in the exact same way without even realizing it. That's what that makes me think of. That's just a neuron that fired in my brain. We got the 84. 23 to... Honestly, I would have expected worse for the 70s. Thank you for looking this up, Mark. Is that much? It's not too bad. So like, let's say... Okay. So right now... Well, I'm not going to say what car I drive right now. I'll look at a car that I've driven in the past, which was, let's see. I drove a 2010 Dodge Avenger. 2010 Dodge Avenger miles per gallon gets 21 city miles, 30 highway miles. So it got pretty much the same mileage. Miles per gallon as this big bus. The Voyager eventually switched platforms and became a badge engineering Chrysler minivan when the mini-sized K platform was introduced. We're learning about cars today, gang. American cars, yeah. Yep. It would have been so simple for them to rearrange their things. To me, it seems so likely, almost to the point of certainty, that at some moment within those 40 years, they might want to. They never did, and they never even thought to. And why would they? Things were just the way they wanted them. Nightbean, thanks for stopping by. Of course, humans could, at any time, introduce things to make their lives more efficient, but when we consider post-scarcity humanity, we must also note that time is no longer scarce. Efficiency is meant to save time, but their time is infinite. Why try to save something you have in infinite supply? You may as well tell them to dig up dirt and hoard it in boxes. So understand that, yeah. So this green text is all of these, the text and colors that we're going to see are different characters. This green is a satellite. I believe she's the Voyager 10. We just call her 10. And there are two other satellites. They're basically just watching Earth because they have served their usefulness, but they still exist out in space, and they are just watching Earth, and they're like our point of view for everything. You haven't been awake for long. I think you underestimate how exhausting it is to think big. You can only hold grand ambitions above your shoulders for so long before you get tired. She's a 10 out of 10 for real. She is. And the beginning of this story was 10 specifically trying to communicate with 9, who wasn't who didn't have like free thought. And they went through the process of kind of waking up 9. And so 9 is getting all of this information. That's who 10 is talking to right now. Tell the joke. What joke? What joke? They got tired. Some lasted longer than others, but they all got tired. I do like that we're showing the passage of time in this. You and Auntie? Probably, yeah. Okay, next week I'm 154 years old. Next Sunday I'm 154. Were you trying to get me to make a 6-7 joke? But I do like that we're showing passage of time via these, and you can like see like the trends in cars changing. Like how we went from like really square to like more sleek designs.
Ah, I'm a guy. Thank you, whoever.
Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Very much appreciated. Enjoy your subscriber emotes. You know, we got the 1999, and then this was the last Plymouth that they made. That's so cool. Okay, let's see. For example, sales of its soon-to-be discontinued Plymouth Voyager minivan fell 32% in November, while sales of the more expensive Chrysler Town and Country. Oh my god, I remember the Town and Country. Wait, I remember the Chrysler Town and Country. That was the full name of the car. That was the full name of the van, the Town and Country. Crazy car name.
Victor Nation. How are we feeling?
Oh my gosh, it's been a second since I've been hit with Victor Nation. How are we feeling? Hello? Oh, and then a cars.com listing. Wow. Okay. Hello, welcome to Sumi Analysis Hat. Okay, so this entire part of the intermission is talking about how like people don't really change. But they like things to be a certain way, but also these ads are showing that there was change year over year, but it was small. It's barely noticeable. The biggest thing that changes is the price here. Yeah, now they're resting in a moment that will last until the end of time, says 10. And yeah, you just see, you know, things change, but like by little itty bitty bits. And like now, you know, in 2023 and 1992, Plymouth Voyager is only $950. Nothing about it has changed, but people's perception of its value has changed. That is what I'm picking up from what we're trying to say here. All right. We're going to continue. Oh God, the page is really wide. Oh God. Oh, it's so wide. Okay, we're gonna have to get a little bit silly with it. Second. Okay, is this all? And then. Okay, how am I supposed to read this? One sec. I need to figure this out. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. One sec. I'm gonna make this bigger for you guys to read. Why don't they go to space? Bunk. That demonstrates the enormity of the galaxy, yes? We can't... let's see. Yeah, so I don't think I should be here yet. I think I need to read here. Let me just read this last line here. Yeah, they gotta keep trying. This is the first time I've hit, like, a formatting thing that I'm like, I don't know exactly how they want me to read this. All the time in the world. Okay, yes. I think I read down and then across. Okay. Why don't they go to space? Look at your telemetry data. How long have you been in space? 15,807 years, 255 days, 8 hours, and 4 minutes. Approximate. You can approximate. Nobody's checking your work anymore, okay? How fast are you traveling? About 12,000 miles per hour. How far are you from Earth? I guess I fell out of orbit in 1983. About 1.6 trillion miles. And what's your trajectory? I'm headed roughly in the direction of the Andromeda system, which is extraordinarily lucky for you. Andromeda is the nearest major galaxy, and you've been chugging toward it at 12,000 miles per hour for 15,000 years. And how long before you reach it? I'm 0.0001% of the way there. 1% of the way there. Wow, that's not very... No, not 1%. 0.00001%. So that's 1/100,000th of a percent. So that means I'll get there in 145 million years. 145 million years. Remember when I woke you up? That took, what, 30 years? You, a machine with infinitely greater patience than a human being, almost went insane. They could go faster than I am, though. Way faster than 12,000 miles per hour. The absolute speed limit humans discovered for themselves, or for anything they create, is exactly 503,772 miles per hour. So, yes, a lot faster than you, but nowhere even close to the speed of light. If they could actually sustain that speed permanently, which they couldn't, they would reach the nearest galaxy in 3.5 million years. I'm sure they could go faster than that, though. They could figure it out. They went from winged flight to space travel in 60 years. You keep doing this. Doing what? You keep assuming that time guarantees something, that infinite time equals infinite everything. It doesn't. 50,000 miles per hour is the ceiling. People spend ages bumping into that ceiling. It cannot be moved. Well, they've got to keep trying. It's their purpose. They have to see what's out there. They have all the time in the world to figure out some kind of solution. They have to keep trying. It can't stop here. The stars must extend. Lol, how the hell did you get over there? I can do Juice's voice. 1 second. Lol, how the hell did you get over there? Get over here that way, dummy. Oh, by the way, yes, I was always like this. I love Juice. That demonstrates the enormity of the galaxy, yes? We can't visit each star because we literally don't have enough stuff to build it. We couldn't mine that much without seriously damaging our planet or another planet. You have to use a minimum of 900 pounds of metal to build a deep space probe. So if you want to send one to each star, that's nearly 120 billion tons of metal. There are 250. Let's see. Well, do I need to actually go over to this segment? So we built what we could and sent. 1 second. Let me just. Yeah. So we built what we could and sent them out there. They found nothing, even the slightest bit interesting. Everything was as we guessed it. Was as we guessed it was when we saw it through the telescopes. There are 250 billion. Specifically, there are 257 billion, 880 million, 113,002 stars. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how. This is the first time I've had a formatting issue. So I'm like, okay, how do you want me to read this? Humanity tried to send themselves to other solar systems. In 3143, they succeeded and found nothing. No life, nothing interesting. A bunch of planets full of rocks and gas. Then they deployed probes to visit other stars in the Milky Way galaxy. But do you know how many stars there are in their galaxy? It was the greatest anticlimax imaginable. It shattered what people thought of themselves and their destinies. The letdown was, in itself, sort of a brilliant wonder on its own. Am I reading? Should I read it like back and forth like this, or should it go boop boop? I don't know. Let's see. The space probes are all out there. We're still out here, ready to tell ground control if we see something. That's a fantasy because we won't. And if we do, it will never be on the scale of time, so impossibly vast. It will be on a scale of time so impossibly vast that it may as well be never. People had a choice. They could continue wandering through the endless darkness and absence of everything they loved in an endless void of disappointment and loneliness. It didn't turn out that way. Hubble doesn't talk much, but he gave people stunning images of the cosmos, an endlessly bright and colorful universe for us to concert. Back to the game, you guys have fun. Thanks! Congrats! What? Congrats. You're being rude. Nine just woke up. Come on. I'd rather not. I'm watching the game. Speak up, we can barely hear you. Hey! Later, they built the Hubble telescope. Hubble, say hi. They tried to explore space. Early efforts resulted in, well, you and me. Humans were once explorers and conquerors. That was their embryonic stage, a stage which is now finished. Am I going backwards? Oh, wait, no, I just noticed the readability is kind of... As I was saying, people have found their home and their eternity. They have decided that this is their fate. Okay. Shut the fuck up. The readability of this is kind of... Up here, dummy. Wait. Where are we going? Okay. Oh, I see. I see how I'm supposed to do it. We're supposed to be winding like this. Yeah, why? Okay. Consider why you want this. People have found their home in eternity. This is their final state. And then we go up. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Later they built the Hubble telescope. Hubble say hi. Hey! Speak up, we can barely hear you. I'd rather not. I'm watching a game. You're being rude and I just woke up. Come on. Congrats. What? Congrats. Thanks. Back to the game. You guys have fun. Okay, and it just goes like this and then goes across and then back down. Okay, so I'm going to read this last little bit to continue on to the next page. All right, I got it. I got it. We're here. We're here. My brain's working. It's a very interesting page format. Very hard to figure out on the fly, though. The space probes are all out there. We're still out here, ready to tell ground control if we see something. That is a fantasy because we won't. And if we do, it will be on a scale of time so impossibly vast that it may as well be never. People had a choice. They could continue wandering through the endless darkness, an absence of everything they loved, an endless void of disappointment and loneliness. Or they could look down and embrace what they always had and loved. There we go. Okay. Oh. Pause the chilled out groove so we can watch another video. An answered prayer. Probably gonna have to pause to read things. Struggle? True, unfabricated struggle is a cocoon they have shed. Humans are beings of the land and sea who have refused to cast themselves into the cosmic zoo. Exploration and conquest are meaningless. They have achieved their final form, and they are resting in an eternal moment. They are creatures of play. They will be creatures of play until the end of time. Turn this up a little bit for you guys. Eddie. Edison, stop. Edison. Sorry, if you guys hear like a hollow like noise, it's because Eddie is rubbing up against the desk and it's got a reverb through the mic. Oh. I really like the simulations and graphics that they've put in this series. It has such a style to it. Like, they could make everything look really futuristic, but everything's kind of pixely and crunchy for the most part, and I think that's great. Oh, did I just restart it? Oh, it totally did. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Yeah, that was the end? Was that? Yep. I liked that. That was, okay, that's the end of the intermission. 1 second, I want to check something. You guys see it when I do this? No, okay. I don't think so, at least 1 second. No, okay. Just wanted to make sure that other things weren't showing up on stream. All right. Okay, continuing on. Actually, do we want to do a break real quick? Might want to do a break real quick. Yeah, let's do. Actually, no. This is a video. So we'll watch this next video, and then we will do a 5-minute break for me to refill my water and all that good stuff. So let's see. This is called I Don't Know. 10 gave you the talk. Yeah. How you doing with it? I don't know. You want to watch some football? Yeah. What kind of game you want to watch? I don't know. You okay? I don't care. Okay, so how about if we do a fun one? This is one of my favorites. You know what 500 is, right? 500 what? Like 500 the game? Probably. Well, so basically, someone puts up a ball in the air and then calls how many points it's worth, like 100 or 200 points or whatever they feel like, and then whoever catches it gets that number of points. And if you get 500 points, you get to be the one who throws it. That's the classic version, but in this version, the ball is about 2 feet wide and it's got a steel frame and it's weighed down. It weighs like 120 pounds. It's shot out of a cannon from the top of a mountain that basically can launch the ball anywhere on the continent. And there's like thousands of people playing at any given time. Wait, that sun was just setting. What, is it rising again? Yeah. What happened to it? What happened to the sun? Nothing. Wait, what? Edison, stop. Eddie's being a brat, sorry. Nothing. It's Alaska, dumbass. Oh, okay. He's saying it is located in Alaska. So it's during that time where the sun doesn't set in Alaska. Got it. Okay. All right. So we are going to be going into a game in Alaska. Denali Cannon. Okay. But yes, I'm going to take a 5-minute break to apparently give my needy cat some attention. So he stops causing problems on purpose. But then we will get in to the rest of this. It looks like we have like 10 pages left in this, and I'm really excited to see where we end off. So everybody go stretch your legs, get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, go take your medication if it's your medication taking time, and we will be back for more 17776 in 5 minutes. Hi. Welcome back. Was going to do cranberry iced tea with lunch, but iced tea fountain ran out. No, so it's cranberry iced juice. It's a batch of empty tea water. I love cranberry juice, though. I have bad news. I hit my elbow on the wall.
Mama, MLGM4RC is giving you a minute of head pats. Me next.
Thank you, Mark. I hit my elbow on the wall. It's so hard. Thank you for the head pats. I did also get a protein shake, so let's see. I'm not going to hold this too close to the mic because new mic is so sensitive, but we're going to do a protein shake can opening noise. That still picked that up pretty well. That's scary. I also did give Eddie many head pats. I spent literally half of the break, a whole 2.5 minutes, holding him like a little baby and giving him a kiss on the head. Protein shake can, yeah. I drink. They're called Nuri protein shakes. Nurri. They're cans. Yeah, they're little cans. It's better than using protein powder. I don't like protein powder. It's really grainy. Okay. All right. So we are in Alaska. That is one thing that I know right now is that we are in Alaska. Let's put back on the chilled out grooves. Yeah. That case of wall elbow. Yeah. I was just turning and I hit my elbow right on the funny bone. Protein powder scandal. No, I have not heard about that. Wait, what happened? All right. Okay. Denali Canyon, Passel and Canvas, N. McGunnell. I don't think I wrote down enough names in my notepad last time because McGunnell sounds familiar. Is it Nancy? Wait. Nancy was who got thrown up in the tornado, right? Is Nancy? God, if Nancy also paints, what a Renaissance woman. But this must be the canon, right? This has to be the canon. Okay. I'm so happy to do another thing as Juice. I love Juice so much. I am going to start doing Nine's voice just as my regular voice because the rasp voice is a little bit rough for me. Basically, a company sold cake powder as protein powder. Wait. Well, now I have to Google this. Let's see. Holmes Nutrition. Lab tests revealed they were selling cake batter mix. Oh my God. While bags claim to have 22 grams of protein, tests showed only about 4.3 grams. That's crazy. But yeah, protein powder is technically listed as a supplement and not a food, so it wouldn't have to go under FDA screenings, right? That's crazy. That was just the beginning of this year. That, what? Seeing somebody quote an article saying the company positioned itself as a premium option with many customers praising its taste and noting that it resembled cake batter. Well, buddy, I have news for you. God, oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's so crazy. Yeah, dude, I bet drinking just straight cake batter, that can't be good. It can't be good. All right, okay, let's get into this. Yes, I was gonna say, I'm gonna start reading 9 as just my normal speaking voice, because the rasp voice is a little bit rough on me right now, so I can't do it like for prolonged periods. I was trying to think of like other voices that I could do, but I'm basically doing Tav/Eva voice. I don't want to give 9 the Birdly voice. I don't want to do this voice for 9. Because it'll just immediately make them sound like a little weedy. And that would be so mean to do that. I don't want to do that to my little guy. Trying to think of other voices that I do. Not doing the Russian accent. That'd be crazy. And like Maria's voice is a little bit like low. I'm literally just listing the Pathologic 3 characters in my brain. And we'll just go normal speaking voice unless something else comes up in my brain. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna make this bigger for you guys so you can read it better. There you are. So basically, they got this cannon, right? It's one of the most powerful cannons ever built. All it does is shoot footballs. In the 6000s, they built it and put it on top of Denali, and ever since wait, I don't have any record of Denali. My onboard scratch data lists it as Mount McKinley. Well, that's because your scratch data was written by dickheads. It's called Denali. You don't get to have the highest point in North America named after you just because you were president. Do you have any idea how many presidents there's been? That's one of the questions I didn't get around to asking yet. The current president is your 3,831st president. So like 1 in 85,000 people in America were president at some point. By that ratio, there are like 15 former presidents living in Indianapolis alone. So who gives a shit, right? Anyways, this is the Denali cannon, or sometimes called the 500 cannon because it's been used to play 500 games for thousands of years. The operator loads it with football, yells out its point value, aims it, and fires the ball somewhere inside the contiguous United States. Then whoever recovers the ball gets the points. You don't gotta catch it, you just gotta be the first to get it. If you do, you get however many points the ball is worth. And if you ever get to 500 points, then they fly you up to Alaska and you get to be the operator. Honestly playing a game just to be able to shoot a big cannon, it's great. But I was keeping it up here so I wasn't constantly distracted by... Yeah, so cannon shoots. Oh yeah, and because it's in Alaska, it would have to go all the way across Canada too, huh? How do they decide where to shoot it? All depends. Sometimes the operator will be on some engineering genius shit and account for wind patterns and all that bullshit. And the best ones could seriously fire it from a mountain in Alaska and drop it into a kiddie pool in the middle of Arkansas. Usually, if it's someone like that, they became the operator because they took a real scientific approach to trying to get 500 points in the first place. Like, they keep track of all the locations where balls hit the ground, they map it all out, and they try to recognize patterns. Maybe the pattern is something real simple, like the operator is just trying to draw a smiley face in the middle of Kansas. Or maybe it's something way more complicated, like trying to encrypt the Fibonacci sequence in a series of coordinates, that kind of thing. Edison. That is not for you. Hey, come here. He's still being a brat. Come here. Hey, Bubba. I know, you're the biggest baby in the world. And it's so cruel that your mother isn't giving you attention 24/7. We had a whole week of hanging out, and apparently that was not enough for the baby. All right. Do you want up? Do you want up? Do you want to try up? Come here. We'll figure it out. Okay. Recognize patterns. Yes, smiley face in middle Kansas. Okay, here we go. Or maybe there's no pattern at all. It happens all the time. Some dumbass will be out in a field just fucking about and sees a ball drop out of the sky. They weren't even playing, they just got lucky. So they go get the ball and call the cops. Cops tell them to call the league office, da-da-da-da-da, they're the operator. Free trip to Alaska, unlimited meal vouchers. I mean, shit. And when people like that, win, the landing locations have like no pattern. Those are the real fun ones. Honestly, those are the ones I like. God bless those folks. They don't know what the fuck they're even doing. They just sit at the controls and dick around with the knobs and buttons until it goes kaboom. Lord knows where the ball's actually going. Nothing wrong with 27 attention. It's what Eddie needs to survive. So let's see. So yeah, the June leaderboard. Oh, these guys might be allied and stuff. Got all of these ones. I guess this is an actively going game if they're calling it June 1776, because where we're at. Let's see. The bookie says don't bet on more falls in Oregon. The operator was clearly trying to hit a specific target. Perhaps Boise, Idaho, as 4 balls fell in the vicinity in the first week, but seems to have moved on to other pursuits. I-84 is swamped with players looking for an easy score. Don't be one of them. Find a part of the country where you won't have much competition. Do consider staking out Missouri. This operator seems to largely fire off footballs at random, and no footballs have fallen in Missouri in months. Regular readers of this column can say it along with me. Random operators love to evenly distribute. If there's a part of the map without a big red X on it, that's where they like to shoot the ball. Why? Well, that's a question for the shrink. As for your humble bookie, well, Missouri is untapped territory with a relatively extensive highway grid that makes just about every corner of it accessible by motor vehicle. Tracking the ball should be easy. Do keep an eye on Lake Sacramento. Interested in a little insider info from your dear bookie? I thought you were. The operator went to high school in what used to be Modesto. What happened to Modesto? Wait, what used to be Modesto? That's in California. I know Modesto. Right? Wait. Yeah, Modesto. Yeah, I know Modesto. Wait, what happened to Modesto? Let's see, where a lot of buildings still peak above the water line. Oh, is it underwater now? That makes sense, actually. If you want to sneak out there and wait for a football, but you don't want any tag-along stealing your big idea, pick up a John boat and a couple of paddles from a dealer I trust west of Oakdale. And then just quietly paddle your way out there and get ready to catch a ball next time the operator is feeling sentimental. Really? Because I don't know if I... Huh? You know what? What? A few minutes ago, my whole universe was spinning. All that stuff 10 told me, I just couldn't make any sense of it. And I still can't. And I don't think this is helping me do that at all. But I do feel better. Thanks. Well, if you ask me, that's what all these games are for. You know? Because, I mean, I know what you mean. Right? Because I've been thinking about it for thousands of years, and I still get fucked up about it. The idea that play is the point of existence now, and I can't really wrap myself around that, so I find a game to watch. It's like, the point of play is to distract yourself from play being the point. Huh? Yeah, okay, let's just, we'll workshop that. Yeah, work on that one a little bit, maybe. Okay, so yeah, I think I disagree with you. It seems like this game would be far more interesting with some sort of method or strategy to where the balls are fired. Otherwise, it's basically like playing the lottery, isn't it? Yep, I got 2 answers to that. First is, don't talk shit about the lottery rules. Second is, if you ask me, there's a scarcity of uncertainty on Earth. I mean, what do you do if you find out you're gonna live forever and you're never gonna live on another world? And you're never going to see heaven or hell, and you're never going to be a cyborg with laser cannons for arms and shit. You finished form. Take that again. Your finished form is the one who mows the lawn. So you sort of snap back into that so that your life can be defined somehow. All the while ignoring all the loose change of uncertainty that's still lying around. You know, there's some spots in the continental United States where no human has ever stood. Did you know that? Wait, where? There's a couple hundred places out in the wilderness, like up in Montana and Wyoming, where you could draw a circle with a 50-foot radius and say, no human has ever walked in that circle. Whenever I hear Cyborg, I think of Helldivers 2 Cooked. I haven't played Helldivers. Maybe people in chat have. Bean went to sleep, but I know Bean plays a lot of Helldivers. Yeah, that's still interesting that in 17776, 15,000 years in the future, there's still unvisited territory number 238. Wait, I love these graphics. That's interesting. No way, there's so many cross-country football games going on. One of them had to pass through them. Nope. So there's 8 million people on Earth, and literally nobody even... Wait, how many did you say? 8 million? Million? Million. Billion. Wait, no, 10 said million. Oh my god. Oh, and then it shows... Then it shows the previous text like 9 is looking at it. That's so funny. I like that. Wait, so there's 8 billion people, not 8 million? Yeah, million with a B. Wait, million or billion? Billion? Billion. Got here 5 minutes ago, no idea what's happening, but somehow it's very intriguing. Basically, we are watching 3 satellites who have been circling the universe for 15,000 years, observing Earth in the year 17776, where people no longer age or die, and they just have fun and play weird games of football. That is what this series is. It's great. Billion. Billion? Goddamn, the big one. The one that is bigger, billion. The number there should be... Okay, God. A 10 thinks she's so smart, and then she up and kills almost 8 billion people with that typo. I'm gonna give her so much shit. Well, that's good news. Yeah, Lord help us. Okay, so anyway, so America's got about 300 million people in it. They've been bumbling around in America for 15,000 years, and none of them have even bothered to walk in these unvisited places. And on one hand, why would they? There's nothing special there. But on the other hand, why wouldn't you? That's incredible. Oh, you think that's incredible? Well, there's a few spots I've tracked in populated places where basically nobody's ever walked. Like this one is one of my favorites. In suburban Chicago, there's this office park. It's one of those office parks you see all over the place that has like a pond next to it for some reason. Not a real pond, it's just a hole they dug and filled with water and stocked it with fish. Who knows why? Nobody fucking goes fishing there. These ponds never have names. They're probably the only bodies of water in America that don't have names. That's how little they matter. I watch ponds like those a lot. They fascinate me. Once every couple of years, I'll see some overworked office employee walk down to the water's edge and kind of just stand there for a minute. But that's it. They don't love it like they would a real pond. It's like just, blah, 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 blah. It's like trying to show a dog its reflection in the mirror. It doesn't give a shit. It knows it's not real. Okay, so this is the office park pond. But you know what really gets me? Hey, sorry if I'm boring you. I feel like I'm just going on and on. You're not boring me. I like you. What really gets me is the space just on the backside of this particular office park. It's this long, narrow lawn right next to the buildings. There's a sidewalk nobody ever walks on. Like, honestly, someone's used that sidewalk once every 30 or 40 years. This is what I call a forgotten lawn. I'm trying to get this up over my head. There we go. That's just a little bit bigger. Okay. This is what I call a forgotten lawn. During the warm months, some dude will come and cut the grass on a riding lawnmower. Now, with a lot of forgotten lawns, every few decades, the mower will break down, or there'll be some giant stick that they have to get off the lawnmower and throw it into the bushes. Not here. Not this lawn. They laid down the grass in 1999. In the 15,777 years since, nobody has ever directly stepped on it. You can't really know that. I can. I've done lots of detailed geological studies dating back to the years before I woke up. This lawn is right next to a sidewalk. It's a few feet away from a feeder road and a few feet more from an expressway. And right next to it, there's a 6-story building full of people doing this, that, and the third, but they've never walked over here. Nobody has. That's one reason I love 500 so much. Do me a favor and crunch the odds real quick of a 500 ball ever landing on this lawn. Well, this lawn is about 0.000006 square miles. Hi, Tazzy. Thank you for the posture and the hydrate. Everybody stretch. Everybody unshrimp. Everybody drink. Hello, Tazzy. Oh, and stretch. Thank you. We're reading 1776. Thank you for the pets. Oh, did Mix It Up crash again? It totally did. Okay, I will see if I can make... I will do the head pats myself. Hopefully. Oh, it might not do it because Mix It Up's busted. Once I can manually
Victor
put it
Nation,
on.
how are we feeling?
Why people get me with Victor Nation? How we feeling today? People are attacking me. Second, I need to put on my little silly. Where's the pat? Where's the head pat? Where is it? There we go. Thank you, Tazzy. Sorry that Eddie didn't announce it, but I have a question of the day for you to use in the future. Oh, yeah. You can send it to me in Discord or you can put it in chat. Either one's fine. Eddie, what you doing? When you wash your ears, do you wash them with your... Ooh, that's a good question. I actually try not to put soap in my ears. I wash my ears after I've I do it when I wash my face. That is a good question. And I do it when I wash my face after I'm done with just whatever cloth I used to wash my face. So I guess my face wash, but I don't purposefully do that. Oh, wow. Anonymous gift sub. Thank you for the gift sub to Tazzy. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okie dokie. All right. Okay. Sorry. Let's get back to reading about the 500 football game. I wonder how long they've been doing 500. Aw, thank you for the lurk, Tazzy. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Yeah. How what are the odds of the 500 ball shot out of a cannon will ever land here? The lower 48 United States takes up about there are so many numbers in this that I have to try and remember how numbers work. Mwah mwah, Tazzy. Okay, 3,100,000 square miles. You shouldn't clean your ears since the ear... Yeah, I clean my outer ear. I get wax buildup in my outer ear. So I guess the basic odds are 1 in 5.2 billion, and 500 balls are shot out of that cannon roughly once a day. So a ball will hit this lawn every 14 million years? There's gotta be some other reason that would bring a person to walk around that lawn more often than that. Well, if you can think of one, let me know. Personally, I've seen enough. It's like watching the Earth orbit the sun and going maybe this time it'll go in a square instead of an oval. Nah. You know who would have wandered out there just to do it? Children. Oh man, are we gonna talk about what happened to the kids in this world? Oh no. Oh no. I'm so intrigued to see what happened to kids. Okay. Wait, we gotta stop the chilled out groove because we got a video. This video is called No. No. Yeah, okay, that's 6 no's, yeah. Oh, up. Am I interrupting? Yep. You know the cannon's about to fire, right? Wait, now? Yes, now, in 60 seconds. Oh, hell. Come on, switch it to the cannon. Okay, hold up. Come on, go. Oh my god, don't... Hold up, I don't do good under pressure, just give me a sec. Okay, but we're gonna miss it. You're not helping. Oh, okay, here we go. Did you just search for tall shit? Tell me the truth. No. Yes. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay, wait, I got it. Finally. They declared points for this yet? Yep, this one's 188 points. So whoever gets to this ball gets 188 points? Why 188? The operator's been pretty arbitrary. Honestly, I think he's getting bored. Usually if an operator shoots a ball worth more than 50 points, they just don't want to be operator anymore. Any guesses, y'all? I'm guessing it lands in Missouri. Drop that shit in the Ozarks. That'll take days to find. Okay, I'm gonna say a big city. Minneapolis. Maybe shoot it right through a high-rise window. See if any of those stiffs will call off work and pick up a football. 9, how about you? No wrong answers. Florida, like near Orlando. Florida, huh? Oh, come on. 9's new at this. What's wrong with Orlando? Look at a map. Florida is... Shh, it's about to fire. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Big money, big money, big money. Well, we were all wrong. It's headed down the west coast. Oregon? Nah, I got too much zip on it. Shit, if it doesn't slow down, it's gonna fall in the ocean. Or Lake Sacramento. Wouldn't mind that. It's only like 10 meters deep in most places. If it hits the floor, wouldn't be too tough to dig up. Might could make for a good naval battle. Wait, no, it's headed for San Fran, see? Livermore. Oh, yeah, Livermore, just a little bit east. Oh no, it's... Looks like it's gonna drop near the... Oh my god, no. Is it gonna drop near the... Oh, it's headed for the bulb. No, come on, it's not gonna hit the bulb. It's headed right for it. No, 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 no. Someone has to stop it. We have to stop it. How are we gonna stop it? What's the bulb? Aw, man. Oh, fuck. Aw, man. This isn't happening. No, I can't look at this. No, 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 no. Come on, no. No. One second. Was there any other? I have to... Oh, yeah, I can't frame by frame on an embedded video. Yeah, no. Yep, no, nothing else. Okay. So yeah, let's see what the bulb is, I guess. Also, I can see why those games would be really, really fun for the satellites, because they can track it, because they're fucking satellites. I mean, it's gonna apply to behind the ear, but God, no, I mean like the shell of your ear. Yeah, please don't clean the insides of your ears. Please, please, please. Please do not do that. All right, okay, let's continue. Oh, there we go. Okay, and let's return to the grooves. All right. Okay. That's a bulb. Yeah. Oh, this picture's from 2017, June 2017, which I think is right around when this was published. Yeah, when was it? Yeah, July 15th. So this was like a month before. Oh, the old. Oh, that would be so sad. Okay, so this is just people. So they just get kind of random voices from me. I'm sorry, one moment. No worries, just order whenever you're ready. Oh, the century. Oh no. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Even bigger. There we go. I'm sorry, one moment. No worries, just order whenever you're ready. Thank you. Okay, so if I get... I'm sorry, I'm taking up all your time. No, it's fine. There's no one behind you. Okay, cool. So it looks like the burger comes with pickles, but the chicken sandwich doesn't. And I want pickles, but y'all's burgers are kind of bad. Oh yeah, our burgers are fucking terrible. Right? And what I never got is, why are y'all called Burger King if the burger is the worst thing on the menu? Get them. Correct. Burger King burgers suck. Sorry to any Burger King fans in the audience. They aren't good. Sorry, one second. Sorry, I think my chair's falling off. Hey, no. Oh no, Mark, are you a fan of Burger King burgers? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. That's a good question. Real good question. Because, like, your fries are really good, and I like your chicken sandwiches, and you've got the best breakfast sandwiches besides, like, possibly Sonic. And the thing is, the rest of the burger besides the actual patty itself is pretty good. See, okay, the chicken burgers. See, this is what she's saying. The chicken sandwiches are good, but the burgers, no. Hungry Jackson, my country as Burger King was already Yeah. I'm pretty sure probably burgers are meh. I only do BK breakfast, or maybe they're spicy. See, Goulash is supporting what she was just saying. Breakfast sandwiches are good. The chicken's good. Nobody's out there for those burgers, man. Yeah, you know what I do is on my lunch break, I'll just make a burger with everything except for the patty. So it's really just like basically a veggie sandwich with pickles, tomatoes, lettuce, ketchup, and mayo. It's pretty good. I bet you get that for free, even though the patty's free. You're like, oh, no. Yeah, no. I don't fuck with the patty. I want to know what executive at Burger King looked at, those little pads you stick under table legs so you won't scratch the floor. I saw one of those. Who saw one of those and was like, I want to eat that. I'm going to eat a Burger King in 10 hours. It doesn't taste like anything. And it's like, it's not even a color. Burger meat's supposed to be brown. That shit's gray. I don't want to eat any shit that looks like dishwater. Honestly, if you just handed me one of y'all's burger patties, it wouldn't occur to me to even eat it. I'd turn around and start washing dishes with it. Stop. Oh my God. Like, hold on. Let me borrow this and go scrub the mold off the hull of my fucking boat. 15,000 fucking years and you can't even make the thing you named yourself after? Yes, I am American. Yeah. As you could probably tell by like my general accent. Yeah, Mix It Up still crashing. Damn. I have to uninstall and reinstall Mix It Up. That sucks. BK there. Yeah. BK here sucks. Also very funny to imply that Burger King is still open after 15,000 years and they didn't change a fucking thing. That's so funny. But cheap, yeah, no, I haven't been to a Burger King in like a really long time. There are other options that are the same price that are better than Burger King in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, let's start back up here. Okay. 15,000 fucking years and you can't even make the thing you're named after. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm no chef. I'm on the road all the time. Haven't made myself a home-cooked meal in years. But I could at least make a burger that doesn't have its own fucking boogers stuck to it. The goop! Yeah, I call it the goop. You're talking about the little crater things on the patties, right? In my opinion, yeah, because it's not completely, like, objective truth. And I also have notoriously bad food opinions because I don't eat a lot of foods. Yeah, call it the goop. You're talking about the little crater things on all the patties, right? Yeah, you made ground beef that made its own snot. My lord, it's too much. Am I gonna eat that? It's bad. It's bad, I know. Hit us with your worst. So it's not even like worst as in bad. I just don't eat a wide variety of things. And the things I eat are very, very plain. Because of food restriction issues and then also the autism demands that I eat the plainest foods imaginable. Okay. I'm sorry, you're probably like, who is this lady going on and on in my drive-through line? No, it's okay. Trust me. This is the highlight of my day. Okay, so lunch. Can I get the number 7 combo with the grilled chicken sandwich? But can you put pickles on it? And instead of a Coke, just a water. Can do. Anything else? No, that's it for me. Want any money? Yeah. Actually, that'd be good. Can I get $20 from you? Can do. So your total $7.73. So minus the 20, I'll have $12.27 for you. You know what? I don't really want to carry all that change. Just have the $27.73, please. Sure. So minus the total, you'll have an even 20. I'll have an even $20 bill for you. Just pull around to the second window. Thank you. Okay, so here's your 20. Thanks. You sure? Oh, yeah, we've got a couple $100 in the drawer. We're good. And here's your sandwich and fries and ketchup's in the bag. Hey, you're oh God, I know you. Evans, right? Lucretia Evans. One of the football players, number 74819. Born in Macon, Georgia? Yeah, GA is Georgia. 500 stats, no stats available. Lucretia has served as the United States Speaker of the House between 5880 and 5886. That's me. Oh, damn, you're famous. I was just talking to you for like 5 minutes and I didn't even know it. Nah, I'm nobody. So are you like playing right now? Technically, yeah. Still gotta eat though, you know? Sure, I guess so. Seems like this would be kind of a weird place to post up in a 500 game. Don't most of those balls fall closer to the middle of the country? They do. I don't know, I'm just trying something different. I guess you kind of have to, right? You know what? I do. I really, really do. I'm sorry, that was kind of shitty. Don't be sorry. See, the Sports Writers Guild of America proudly presents the the 17776 500 Games Scouts Guide, featuring full reports. One second, I could probably... No, I can't zoom out of this. This is... The images scale up. Yippee. Sometimes you like zoom in on a page and the images also zoom in. Hey, I'm noticing that this is showing the geographical landscape of the like Rocky Mountain range here, and then like the mountains that are down here. But the fucking Appalachian Mountains aren't here. Where's all of that? Uh-oh, that's scary. Anyway, featuring full reports on all 17,834 registered players, maps of all 17,775 ball drop locations, special retrospective, who is the greatest operator in the history of the game? Lucretia Evans, the lovable loser. Oh no. There's a saying in 500 circles, if you're anywhere near Lucretia Evans, you're in the wrong place. That saying is about 10,000 years old, and it's just as true in 1776 as it was in 7751, the year Evans first registered to play in the Denali 500 game. Since that day, 6,880,129 balls have fired out of the Denali cannon and into the lower 45 United States. She's had an average amount of luck. Had she an average amount of luck, Evans would have caught at least 300 footballs by now. She doesn't. In fact, her luck is so staggeringly pitiful that it's attracted the attention of mathematicians and sports historians alike. If you see the Appalachian Mountain Range, no you don't. That's fair. It's just hiding. It's hiding. Lucretia Evans has never caught a single 500 ball. If she waits for the ball in Vermont, it lands in Oklahoma. If she sets up camp in her native Georgia, it's bound to land in Washington State. In any given game, there are anywhere between 15,000 and 20,000 players. All of them have a chance. All of them, it seems, but Evans, whose absolutely futility, I'm assuming it's supposed to be absolute futility, has made her sort of a celebrity. Every few hundred years, a late-night talk show host will rediscover her and make her the butt of a dozen jokes. The next week, you can count on Evans herself. Count on Evans herself to sit in as a guest and join in on some self-effacing humor. Self-effacing humor. Those close to her, though, says it does hurt. She wants to win, says Tracy Nichols, her coach. She laughs because what else is she going to win but laugh? I mean, she's been out here playing longer than almost any other player, and they've all caught dozens, hundreds of balls. She's absolutely pissed off. Absolutely. She's hurt. She doesn't get it. None of us do. But she's too proud to stop. She'll play 100,000 more years if that's what it takes to catch a ball. That much I'll guarantee you. Can I ask you something? You can ask me anything you want. Trust me, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Okay, why do you keep trying? You haven't scored a single point in like 10,000 years, right? Short answer is it's something to do. Well, I guess if the longer answer starts like this, I feel really lucky that it's taking this long. Like, have you ever heard the joke, if you could get dressed up for your own funeral, how would you dress? I don't know. Very slowly. Oh, okay. No, but it is kind of like that. It's like that to me. Oh, you got a straw? Oh, sure. This sounds scripted. If this sounds scripted, it's because it is. I'm not usually this together. I've just had this conversation more times than I can count. A long, long time ago, I realized something about myself. I always have to have some kind of goal to work toward. It doesn't matter how stupid or trivial it is. There just has to be some well-defined objective with a clear delineation between success and failure. It's a fucked up thing about me. I wish I wasn't this way, to be honest with you. It'd make living forever a lot easier. Yeah, objective syndrome. I think that's what it's called, right? I try to manage it as well as I can. I try to talk to my sister a lot. We're total opposite. Oh, I wonder if objective syndrome is a thing that's like come about in the last, 15,000 years, because, people get like really obsessed with something to do because they need to pass the time somehow, right? Yeah. I try to manage it as well as I can. I try to talk to my sister a lot. We're total opposites. You know what she does every day? She wakes up, walks around the block, gets breakfast, takes care of her garden, works out, volunteers at the law firm for a few hours, Then she'll spend hours cooking dinner. She'll make consomme or something that just takes forever. Then she watches a couple episodes of Law and Order, drinks a glass of wine, and goes to bed. What's the overview for 17776? It is 3 satellites launched into space, observing humanity in the year 17776, where in the late 1900s, people stopped aging and dying. So now they just pass eternity playing weird variations of football. That's what this is. We're listening in on a conversation between a football player and a Burger King worker right now. So yeah, every day is the exact same. She's done the same thing for 5,000 years straight. Wow. Law and Order's good for that, though, at least. I know. There's like 400 episodes of it. Yeah, I read something about that. How there's so much of it as long as you don't really try to memorize the episodes. It takes so long to watch each one. By the time you start over, you're not going to remember how each one went. Right? Yeah. The trick is to watch them out of order so you can't really place yourself in the show's timeline. Law and Out of Order. Law and Out of Order. Shit. Yeah, but so anyways, my sister just does the same thing every single day. It's some kind of Zen shit she's figured out or something. She's like, it keeps me level. It's all I need. But I just can't do it though. If I wake up without some big dragon to go and kill, I get scared. Like I'm getting buried alive or something. Man. And the thing is, I do that while completely knowing that this game is dumb. I could wake up tomorrow and catch a ball worth 500 points. So, okay, and then what? Maybe I get in the Hall of Fame and I get on TV. And then what after that? But it's like, on some level, I still have to grab onto that. I still have to have a mission, any mission. The harder, the better. And that's why I count myself lucky that it's turning out to be so hard. So do you even want to catch the ball? I do and I don't, clearly. I do and I don't. I mean, I don't want this to end, but also if I'm not actually trying my best to get one, the entire house of cards I built for myself just kind of blows over, doesn't it? I gotta wake up every day, stake out some land, keep maintaining this, I don't know, work of fiction. I think your phone's ringing. Oh, yeah, it's my coach. Well, I can leave you alone if I'm not worried about it. I guarantee it's about the publisher. She keeps wanting me to write a book. That's all she talks about. Oh, so she's more of like an agent, I guess? A little bit, yeah. That's really exciting. What, a book? That's really nice of you to say. Oh, you should write one. I'd read it. They're too long. It's basically asking someone to pay $15 to be on the other side of a one-sided conversation that goes on for days. You've got to be a total asshole to want to write a Krisha, pick up. God damn it, call me back. Oh, shit. Okay, I better get this and hit the road. Listen, it was really nice to meet you. You too. When your book's out, you're going to send me a copy? Yeah, okay, in about 1,000,000 years. I'll be here. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. All right. Dialed Tracy. Lacrata's Ford Focus is not connected to any devices. Oh, shit. To sync via Bluetooth, enter the Preference menu on your device and... Okay. Select Lacrata's Ford Focus. Okay, girl, Jesus Christ. Ready to pair. Connected to Lacrata's phone. Dial Tracy. Dial Tracy. Lacrata's phone disconnected. Connected to Lacrata's phone. Lacrata's piece of shit phone disconnected. Lacrata's Ford Focus is not connected to any devices. Ready to pair. To sync via Bluetooth, enter the Preferences menu on your device and select Lacrata's Ford Focus. Connected to Lacrata's phone. Dial Lacrata's phone disconnected. Fuck! Connected to Lacrata's phone. Dial Tracy. Dialing Tracky. I love doing an automated voice. So weird to think about new people bringing new ideas, but it sounds like things have stagnated. I was hoping she would get the ball, but now maybe it would be better if she, yeah. I really like what this is exploring, like concept wise of like, what would a world look like if there was no war, no famine? Like they figured out scarcity, like Ten said, like there is no scarcity. So like, what do you do with eternity? No one can die. There are literal nanomachines that stop people from jumping to their deaths. What do you do? What do you do with all of that? Finally, oh my God. Trace, listen, if this is about the book, I don't want, there's a ball incoming. Damn, I wasn't even looking at the canon schedule. You know I'm in the Bay Area, right? Yes. Where are you right now? A little south of San Ramon. I was about to get on the 580 exit 46. Okay. Oh God, Krisha, you're like right on it. It's gonna land close. All right. What's my success probability? I'm gonna need at least 5% to go chasing after it. I literally just stopped to get some lunch. 99.98%. No. Lucretia, this is it. Yeah, she's right there. Oh, she's right there. Oh, she's right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Give me a route. You said you're on the 580. Take that. About to be. Okay, take 580 east. You don't need to speed. Don't speed. Okay. Tell me what you're looking at. The ball should be making impact with the ground in about 3 minutes. It's hitting Livermore. You can just about guarantee that. The player nearest you is in San Jose. Oh God, you got daylight. He's like an hour away at the minimum. This one is all yours. Okay. Now listen, there's a real good chance it's gonna hit a building. This model of football is about 200 pounds. So if it does, it's almost sure to crash straight through the roof. This could land in someone's living room. And if it does, that's private property. You're gonna have to ask nice if you want that ball. How many friends do you have in Livermore? Let me check. Don't look at your screen when you're driving. That's what I'm here for. All right. You've got about 18,000 friends in Livermore. Is that right? Yeah, but I haven't talked to a lot of them in like a long time, like 1,000 years. Should be fine. You're a celebrity, you should be okay. Plus, city drops are so rare. I bet a lot of them will just be happy to be a part of it. Oh, shit. What? Shit, I got a cop on me. Were you speeding? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm checking it out. Hold tight. What the? Fuck, Trace, there's like 12 cop cars. I can't get over. They won't let me. Oh, shit, it's a motorcade. That's just my luck. Of course, the president or some shit like that is here. If I get stuck in this shit and it costs me the ball, I'm gonna... No, Krisha, they're here for you. This is your motorcade. They called it for you. Wait, what? I really like these just like chunky PS1 graphic simulations. They're so great. Me? Girl, you are all over the news. They're like, you are breaking news. I'm going through the channels now. You're on NBC. Looks like they're showing some interview you did. Oh, this is some old footage of you though. Jesus, you're wearing a pantsuit. This is from at least like 12,000. Yeah. Yeah? No. Yeah, 120,000. No, 12,000. I can, without the comma, it's harder for me to read. What the fuck are you doing wearing a pantsuit? Lucretia, it's ending. This is the ending. It's over. Well, not yet, it ain't. It looks like they just upped your success probability to a 99.9%, but that ain't 100. We do need to talk strategy as long as we have a couple minutes, though. I think in the future we need to stake out peninsulas like this one, because I mean, look, this is low value real estate. Nobody else wanted to be here because it's at the edge of the target area, surrounded by water. So yeah, it's garbage land, but you've got it almost all to yourself. There's like 17,000 people in this game, and right now you're one of only 3 in the entire peninsula. 3! The more I think about it, the more I think this is just the start. This is just the start. We've got a strategy now. We know what we're doing now. I'm telling you, and I know this ball's only 188 points, but I'm telling you, you need to start thinking about what you want to do when you're sitting up there in Alaska shooting that cannon. What you want to do, what kind of game you want to create. And plus, and before that, we've got to figure out a press tour. If you want to even do one, it's up to you. But I mean, shit, you're on basically every channel right now. Please be quiet. How are you doing? I'm like shaking. My hands are like shaking. Oh, this picture of a galaxy. Oh, wow. Why does this hit me really hard? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Just drive steady. Drive steady. You're fine. This is what you've worked 10,000 years for. This moment. You're in it right now. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I'm trying to. Shit. Okay. It hit. It's on the ground. Give me a route. Getting it now. Getting you a route. Just a second. Okay, where are you on the 580? About to pass exit 54. Get off. No. Okay. Hang a right. You want to find East and Loyola. Yeah, Loyola. Got it. You got it? Yeah. You're like 2 minutes away. God, look at these crowds. I'm seeing it. One of the local stations has a chopper. I'm looking at you now. Oh, hey, I got good news. The ball hit a fire station. That's a public building. No rights to negotiate. Nothing. You should be able to just walk right in there and drag it away. Just, this is silly. I don't deserve this. Huh? It's got some kind of landmark designation. I mean, it's a fire station. I don't know why it has that. My maps are probably fucked up or something. Anyway, all of these people are out here for little old me. Shit. Looks like it hit the roof on the southeast corner of the building, crashed right through the roof. That took most of the wind out of it. It might be dug just a little bit into the concrete, but it won't be buried. Shouldn't have trouble getting to it. Just pull right up to the garage. Oh my God, Lucretia, this is really happening. This is really finally happening to us. No other players within 20 miles of you. You've got it. You got it. Okay, I think I'm allowing myself to be happy. There you go. God, I'm crying a little bit. I think I'm still in shock too much for that. I'm just happy I could drive straight. Okay, I'm about here. What the hell? How am I sitting on the edge of my seat? Right? This is so good. I really haven't talked about the writing in this, but like the natural flow of this dialogue has been so good the whole time. It's awesome. So anyway, what the hell? What? I just turned the corner. People are like running out of the fire station. Some of them are yelling. They're pissed off about something. They're mad. Seems like it. It's broken. It's gone. It went right through the roof. Just went right through it. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Tracy, what are they talking about? That should have been impossible. It was protected. I thought they made it protected. I'm looking. Oh, can they save it? Keep all the pieces together. Maybe they can save it. There's nothing to save. Look for yourself. It's just gone. There's nothing left. Oh no. Here we go. 1901, light bulb still burning, Livermore, California. A light bulb put into service in 1901 at the Livermore Fire Department is still burning after having been rarely turned off. By today's standards, it should have burned out 852 times. The hand-blown bulb has a thick carbon filament, and this is in 1972. January 1986, Livermore light bulb. Okay, in 1879, Thomas Edison invented the electric light bulb. These are short, I can read these. Yeah, 22 years later in 1901, they hung one of the newfangled gadgets in the Livermore, California Fire Department and turned it on. It's still there and it's still on. The old bulb has been turned off almost never in 71 years. By today's standards, it should have burned out 852 times by now, but clearly we are not dealing with today's standards. We are dealing with somebody who made light bulbs to last. The bulb, hand-blown with a thick carbon filament, was made, apparently, by the Shelby Electric Company, which did not become one of the giants of the nation for obvious reasons. They made light bulbs to last, and nobody ever reordered. One burns on, a memorial to Shelby Electric. But the Shelby bulb still shines as a 4-watt attraction, luring tourists from as far away as Japan, Australia, South Africa, and Belgium. Since spring, a webcam mounted next to the bulb offers visitors to www.centennialbulb.org, cam.htm. Yeah, you called it. 24/7 exposure to the Livermore light bulb. We get 700 or 800 hits a week, Bramble says. People log on and watch the light bulb for several minutes as if it's going to do something, the deputy chief adds. One critic sent an email grousing, "It's a light bulb, get a life." Sheesh, you're sitting there surfing the web for a light bulb and you tell us to get a life, Bramble notes. Yikes. 1 second, let's drink. Everybody drink. Drink water. Oh, wow. Wow. This, like, exposure on this light bulb is really good. Okay. Shit. Eulogy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. After this, we have 6 more chapters. So maybe we'll do this. If the next one's a video, if it's one video and then another video, we'll watch them and then do a break. If it goes into another like long thing, we'll do a break. Whenever we get the next story piece, we'll do a break is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, eulogy. We are here in remembrance of the Livermore light bulb. It was manufactured in the late 1890s in Shelby, Ohio, and installed in Livermore, California in 1901. In 1976, it was briefly switched off when it was relocated to a fire station on East Avenue. In 2013, a mishap again cut its power supply, but it successfully switched back on and remained on until being crushed by a 500-watt light bulb on July 3rd, 17776. It was 15,875 years old. The Livermore bulb probably did not have a soul. It was largely glass and filament through which electricity ran. It did not know us, and it did not know its own royalty. It was the oldest functioning electric being in the known universe. It was our dearest ancestor. Year over year, century over century, it continued to astonish us. It was, after all, a light bulb that stayed on for more than 15,000 years. 1 second, I'm going to pause so I can catch up here because I'm afraid that it's going to scroll. 15,000 years without burning out or breaking. It was a miracle, and yet it did not occur to us that it could die. Perhaps in a more fearsome age, an age of illness and warfare and cosmic debris, we would not have room in our hearts to care for such a little bulb. But we are living in an age without loss. This is a sorrow we have forgotten how to experience. That's a good point. The bulb lived to us, and life deserves to be immortal. It will live on in our memories, where it will perhaps find more happiness than it ever did hanging from a ceiling. We love you, and we will miss you. Here we go. That was beautiful. What do we do now? I think we should visit an old friend. I think that would be good for us. Eddie? That's my cat. Yep. Wait, he's still in there? Don't tell me he's still in there. Yep. In Louisville? What? Okay. Eddie, a character in this is named after you. Did you know? There's a really interesting deep dive about the Phoebus cartel and how they came to decide incandescent bulb brightnesses and lifespans. Oh my God, I bet there is a whole thing about it. I believe that 1,000,000%. Oh my God. There is an actual live cam looking at it now. Yeah, I believe that it's real. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we are now in Louisville, Kentucky. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 6 counting Louisville here. And it looks like 3 of those are videos. So we are getting on the tail end here. Stream is probably going to run long, so I can read through all the rest of this here. But I'm just going to take a 5-minute break to rest my voice a little bit, drink some water. You guys, well, you don't have to rest your voice, but you guys go get yourself a drink and a snack. If it wasn't your medication taking time before, but it is now, take your medications. And we will be back with more 17776 in 5 minutes. Hi. Hello. Okay. Here we go. I looked ahead a little bit and I saw that one of the videos that is going to be coming up got taken down, but somebody re-uploaded it.
I'm a guy.
So I found
Thank
that.
you, whoever.
Oh, Doomy, thank you for the sub. And hello, Nanalia, thank you for the stretch. Everybody stretch. Big stretch. Thank you. Thank you for the 2 months, Doomy. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to 17776. We are kind of on the tail end of this. How goes it? Goes good. We're reading this multimedia story about satellites observing Earth in the year 17776. It's really good, and it's really funny. I really like this. This is so good. One breeder. What's going on, Doomy? What's up? Let's see. Oh, this is a song. I recall when I was small how I spent my days alone. The busy world was not for me, so I went and found my own. I don't know this song, so I'm not going to sing it. Double dribble. Double dribble. I would climb the garden wall with a candle in my hand. I don't want to play this. Oh no, bed bugs are really bed bugs are hard to get rid of, Doomy. I'm sorry. Jess, who's been in chat, good friend Jess, had a bed bug situation like a couple of years ago, and it was rough to get rid of. Yeah, bed bugs are rough. Oh, chilled out grooves. Chilled out grooves have returned. See, I would climb the garden wall with a candle in my hand. I'd hide inside a hall of rock and sand. Shit, come on. Oh my gosh, these little plug and plays. Or what are they, like Game & Watch type things, yeah. Before the fall, when they wrote it on the wall, when there wasn't even any Hollywood, they heard me call and they wrote it on the wall. For you and me, we understood. Hello? Ugh. Hello? Hey, let's make this bigger for you guys so you can actually read. Too big. Hey, is someone in there? I heard you singing. I heard you. You're behind those rocks. Hey, listen, I'm not here to bother you. Are you trapped in there or something? I said, are you trapped in there? Are you okay? Okay, well, I'm gonna go get help. Just sit tight. I'll be right back. Wait. I sleep on a couch. Yeah. Yes. Check all soft surfaces for bed bugs because they will spread to any soft surfaces. They multiply very, 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 very quickly. Yeah. Gotta make sure. So yeah. Wait. Yeah? Don't tell anyone here I'm here. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. Why not? Okay, you know what? This is getting Birdly voice. Whoever this is, I'm assuming this is Eddie. They're getting Birdly voice. I need a differentiating voice. Why not? It really isn't any of your business. Just, I'm not in any trouble. I'm in here because I want to be. Please just move it along and don't tell anyone you saw me here. Well, don't worry about that because I can't see you because you won't come out. That's the idea. Well, listen, I'm part of a project called No Rock Unturned. Do you know what that is? Well, No Rock Unturned is a project made up of people like me who walk all across America and learn about its land and the folks who live on it. Our goal is to eventually count everyone in America as a friend. I was assigned the 38th degree, I don't know how to read latitude. This line of latitude, I don't know how you should read that aloud. But yeah, this one. So she's just walking in a straight line. Love it. So if you imagine that line, it's 100 feet wide and about 2,500 miles long, stretching from coast to coast. You've got the idea. That's my line. I'm hiking all the way through this line, and it's my job to take in all the wonders I see and try to make friends with everyone I see. And while I'm at it, I've seen y'all go through here. I've seen people walk through these woods here with that same t-shirt on. Well, you might have it mistaken for someone else. There's only a few hundred of us, so we usually only pass through an area every 800 years or so. I know that. Well, you couldn't have seen... Yes, I could have. Let me drink some water so I can get the actual voice right. Yes, I could have. I've been in here for 9,313 years. 9,000 years? 9,313 years. Oh, God in heaven, you're Eddie Krieger. Where is Eddie Krieger? Oh, you have to promise you won't tell anyone you saw me. Promise me. Well, I mean, if you do, you will be fucking me over more than you can imagine. For whatever that's worth, for the love of God, tell nobody. Okay, not even your people, not even the No Rock Unturned, not even them. Okay, you know what? I promise I won't. But if I could ask something in return? What? See, what I do is, in order to get to know people better, I have these questions I ask everyone I meet. It's on this piece of paper here. Could I at least ask you the first 10? What the fuck for? It's just that I really care a lot about what I do. It means a lot to me to get to know everyone I come across if I can. And I'll tell you what, I've been doing this for a really long time, and I've never run into anyone who was sitting in a cave and wouldn't come out. It'd about kill me if I couldn't at least talk to you. Let's see. Let's face it, sharing the good news, oh no, with people can be a little intimidating sometimes. Just remember that it's all in his hands. You're not in control, he is. You're simply a servant dedicated to spreading his word. Philippians 4:8 tells us, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Yeah, oh boy, was my same thoughts, oh boy. So don't be afraid to enjoy yourself. This world is full of interesting people who are up to all sorts of interesting things. If you're stuck, here are some sample questions you can use to get to know someone. What's your name? Can you tell me a little bit about where we are? What do you do? What do you think you'll be doing tomorrow? What do you think you'll be doing in 100,000 years? What are some of your favorite hobbies? Do you think we're in the Matrix? Do you think we're in heaven? Do you think we're in hell? Do you think we could try to restart the space program? Would you like to know God personally? Oh, and Edison is here. Come up. Oh, big jump. Oh, there he is. Okay. Do you want to read? Okay. All right, fine. Thank you so much. Okay, question 1 is, what is your name? Eddie Krieger. Man, I can't believe it's you. I can't believe it. Already knew that one, so we can skip it. That counts as one. Oh, come on. No free ones. You have 11 left. Jeez, all right. Okay, you're the boss. Question 2. Can you tell me a little bit about where we are? Louisville. Oh, come on. Okay, all right. You're standing next to Beargrass Creek, which, oh, yeah, seems like an interesting creek. It's not. I was just trying to say something nice. Did you think you were going to hurt my feelings because you didn't like a nearby creek? Sorry. Sorry for what? I don't know. Sorry. So you're standing, anyway, next to, sorry. Eddie, don't touch that. Eddie, don't touch that. So you're standing next to the South Fork of Beargrass Creek, which runs all around Louisville. I'm sitting in what would be called 11 Jones Cave, if anyone remembered it was here, which nobody does. Okay, I'm gonna go off script for question 3. Why is it called 11 Jones Cave? I'll answer that, but before I do, there's something we need to do. Here, come over here. Here? Closer, just for a second. Get in the shot. Here? That'll work. Hello, whoever you are. I'm Eddie, and, what's your name? Tim? Hi, Gray. And, this is Tim, and you, the reader, are reading this on, what's the site that sounds like the name, with the name that sounds like ESPN, sports site? ESP Nations? SP Nation? ESB Nation, and you've been reading in on our little conversation here. It's in somewhat poor taste to address you directly, but some things are more important than the fourth wall. Oh, SB Nation, yeah. SB Nation is where this story is hosted. You can see it up here, sbnation.com. ESB Nation, yeah, sure, whatever. One of those things is your personal safety and well-being. We're about to talk about 11 Jones Cave. This is a cave I live in, but I can only do that because I am unkillable. If you're reading this prior to the year 2026... Wait. Oh yeah, 2026 is when it started. You are extraordinarily killable. I'm no longer extraordinarily killable. Do not attempt to enter this cave. I say this for two reasons. The first of which is that there is a very real risk of you getting stuck in it. The second and more important reason is that this cave harbors extraordinarily high levels of carbon dioxide. Oh, sorry, Gray, my redeems aren't working because Mix It Up keeps crashing. I will do clan nose myself. I have to add my own clown nose. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like probably stop using Mix It Up. It's having a lot of problems lately. It is. There we go. Honk honk. There we go. Hi, Edison. Oh, the biggest baby in the world. Okay. Yeah, there lots of carbon dioxide. Dog disappears. The story of the disappearing dog is another of the cave's claims for distinction. It happened during the 1912 hunting season, yet the memory of it lingers as though it were during the present inning of the sportsman. The hunter sat at the mouth of the cave to drink in the spring. One of his dogs came up behind him, and a moment later entered the cave. The hunter waited, called the dog, then waited again. For more than an hour, the hunter sat at the mouth of the cave waiting for the dog, but the animal never reappeared. The story spread alarm among the residents of the section who heard it. Eddie, I need everybody to know Eddie has... You're the cutest thing in the world. Eddie has perfectly perched himself, so he is sitting on the part of my chair that I'm not sitting on, and he has draped his little legs, his little feet over my leg. 1 second, let me get a picture of this. Hi, handsome man. Oh my god, what a boy. Wow, what a boy. Sorry, we're derailing from this Eddie for another Eddie. For my son and how he's sitting in my lap. You're the cutest thing in the world. I love you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. We gotta get this up here. All right. Wait. Everybody, please observe how he is sitting. Look at his little feet. Look at his little feet. That's my son. That's my little guy. What a boy. Okay, anyway, sorry, back to this. Everybody just need to see my son. Okay. Okay, yep, so carbon dioxide cave. I know how people are. Maybe you're telling yourself, well, I'm special and I won't let myself get poisoned by carbon dioxide. You will, and you will be remembered as the person who died in some crappy cave because you read it in a story you read online about sentient 178th century space probes who watch football all day, even though the most handsome character in the story completely interrupted everything to explicitly tell you not to. Biggest boy cats are always the cuddliest little babies. He is a big baby. He's a big baby. Who are you talking to? Don't worry about it. Well, if you won't answer, that doesn't count as one of my questions. Fair enough. You're still on question 3. Why is it called 11 Jones Cave? Nobody really agrees on the story there. The most boring answer is that it was near a couple of properties owned by guys named Levin and Jones, and the name just kind of morphed out of that. The more fun story is that in the 1800s, there was a gang of bandits known as the 11 Jones Gang. They lived in the cave and built bedrooms out of its little corridors. They installed an iron gate in here to protect all the stolen treasure they stashed here. If you believe all the stories everyone ever told about this cave, there's tons and tons of treasure back there. There's a Confederate sword from the Civil War. There's a cannon for some reason. Is any of that stuff really in there? Pess. What? Nobody ever explained who the 11 Joneses were. Let's see. April 8th, 1973. We were sure there was booty to be found deep inside the cave. We'd heard tales of dead bodies, stolen stages, and lockboxes and bags of gold. Once we found a glove in one of these rooms, and the boy who found it shrieked that it contained a severed hand. Pass. I pass on that question. Ask another. What? Why won't you tell me? I'm gonna go ahead and call that one question 4. I don't want to tell you because I don't want to deprive you of mystery. Uncertainty is our greatest scarcity. You should be delighted to not know something. Well, I don't agree with that. That's why I'm on this hike, to find out as much as I can about the land and the people who live here. You're an asshole. What? You're an asshole. You have all the time in the world, infinite time, and just a little bit of mystery. Ration it. It's my choice to make. It shouldn't matter to you. It's going to matter to your future self. What if it's 50,000 years down the road and you're all out of mysteries? Mystery is an exhaustible resource. If you depend on that to make you happy, you better start saving it instead of gorging yourself on it like a little piglet. You know where that'll leave you? You'll have nothing left to explore in the world, so you'll look up at the stars, waiting for galaxies to collide. No worries, Mark. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. You might see it happen every couple billion years. The whole time you're waiting, you'll wish some old forest to discover, some open house to visit. But there won't be any. I'll have to manually put on the mustache. 1 second. Do-do-do. There we go, mustache. Okay. You'll wish for some old forest to discover, some open house to visit. There won't be any. I bet then you'll remember what I told you. Well, what do you do? That's question 5. I play the hits. You know what this is? A video game, I guess? It's Double Dribble, one of those handheld Konami games. The screen is, I mean, you could barely even call it a screen. It's just a printed picture of a basketball court and a few little LCD illustrations that flip on and off in front of it. Way back when it was made, my grandson showed it to me. I never played a video game in my life. I figured I was too old for any of that business, but I played it and played it. You're this little guy, and you have to dribble around the defenders and score. That's the whole game. You get to 99 points, you win. Takes some time to really get the hang of, but not that much time. To tell you the truth, you play it for a couple of weeks and you've got it down. You never miss a shot. So I made up this game where I'd try to beat it as quick as I could, and I'd try to beat my own record. I've got this little timer with me. I'd hit the button with my foot to start it, and as soon as I got to 99, I'd stop it. And eventually, I realized that it was impossible to beat this game any faster than 3 minutes 18 seconds. Second, seeing where Eddie's at. Okay. For about a year, I tried to beat it faster than 3:18 and just couldn't do it. So I'd see if I could beat it in an exact time, like exactly 5 minutes or exactly 20 minutes 7 seconds. And without a timer, it's kind of hard to... You played this for a year? Question 6. I've been playing this for 285 years. Usually about 8 hours a day, sometimes a lot more. I like this really high exposed version of it. Oh my god. I decided I'd play it for a total of 300 years. That's it. Any more than that, and I may as well just stare at the walls of this cave. I kind of feel that way already some of the time, but I've got to make it last, though. There are other games. There's Shinobi, Jordan vs. Bird, lots of others. There are like 10,000 of them, but suppose I get 300 years of play out of each of them. That's only 3 million years. That's a lot of time. It's 3 million divided by infinity. Nothing is anything when you're dividing by infinity. Why are you in there? Question 7. Ed Krieger. Okay, so he played for Louisville. All of his yards are question marks. Why? Ed's whereabouts are unknown. His rushing attempt has now lasted... Oh, does he have a ball? Yeah, 9,313 years. I'm a safety in a long-distance football game between... I thought you were a running back. No, common misconception. The other team's been trying to tackle me for so long, a lot of people forgot what position I played. Anyway, it's a long-distance game between Louisville and Charlotte, so the field's about 330 miles long. Not as long as some of those other games, but the Appalachians are right around midfield, and it's just a bear going up and down those mountains. Charlotte was whooping our asses. It was like 84-14. Thing about long-distance games, though, is that they come with a ton of paperwork. Rules on top of rules on top of rules. A lot of them are just copied and pasted from other games wholesale. Who the hell knows what's in them? we were about 20 years into this football game before we really went through the rule books and started looking for something we could use. It's about as big as an encyclopedia set, but I'm going southern. The accent is coming out for some reason. But me and the rest of the folks on defense spent months going through them. Finally, we found one. It must have been a leftover from some old game they forgot to take out. It said basically, if you get possession of the ball and stay in your own end zone for 10,000 years without getting tackled, it's an automatic win for you. Game over. And of course, our end zone was defined by the city limits of Louisville. So one of our quarterbacks, she was like, if there's somewhere you can hide in Louisville, maybe it's worth trying. And I was like, well, think of how many searchers Charlotte's going to be able to recruit over the course of 10,000 years. They'll flip this city upside down and there'll be like thousands of them. But she was like, well, it's either that or we're losing the game. A few weeks later, they were just about to score on us again. They've got the ball at Mount Washington, so, they're knocking on the door. They have this quarterback who could just zip it. Good conditions, he could throw it 700 yards. It's one of the most beautiful throw footballs I've ever seen with my own two eyes. So he just launches it. But the whiteout I'm covering falls at a construction site. All of a sudden, I'm all alone. Easy pick for me, but instead of trying to run it back, I retreat to Louisville, right? Oh my god, I'm losing the voice. Wow, so, yup, and you could probably fill in the rest. When I was a boy, 8, 9, 10, I used to go back here and play. I was like, I bet I'm the only person in the world who even remembers that little cave at all. And look at me, I was right. Yep, 1913. Adventurers attracted by legendary wealth and unexplored cave behind St. Michael's Cemetery. Oh, I like this illustration, it's cute. You've hid here the entire time. Yes. You're famous, right? Like, really, really famous? Nobody just disappeared in the middle of a game and stayed missing for as long as you have. You're like a legend. A lot of good it does me. I wake up every morning on a rock. It's wet, smell like crap. The nanos cleaned out the carbon dioxide out of the air and bring me some food, but the only food they know how to synthesize is granola bars. God bless those little fellows, but they're dumber than hell. So if this is what fame is, you can have it. By the way, that was question 8, and the answer is no, I didn't know I was famous, and I barely care. You have 2 questions left. Okay, does this game really mean so much to you that you're willing to hide in a cave for 10,000 years? Well, the game only barely matters to me at this point. There seems to be a theme here. It's enough to keep me going. It's an objective. It's an objective. When I was an old man, I was 87 years old the day we stopped aging. And I was in good health and all of that, but I was still waking up every day and telling myself, Eddie, could be any day now, could be any day. And I made peace with that. Having an end, knowing one day would be the last day, it felt correct. It felt comfortable. That's been taken from me. The telomeres of my cells stopped shrinking. My wrinkles faded themselves away. I remember on my 128th birthday, I woke up and it was beautiful and I went out for a run. I hadn't gotten for a run for my whole life. It was the best time I ever had. God damn, it was the best morning I ever had. I didn't even have good shoes for it, just my old loafers. Got blisters like you wouldn't believe. Those were the times, but those times gave way to being afraid. Who wants to live forever? What am I gonna do with forever? And so I figured, I need to get good at living life from second to second. Forget all these big conquests. Live second to second to second, one at a time. That's what this cave is for. You're kind of like a monk or something then, I guess. I suppose I kind of am. But this cave's even more to me than that. There used to be a newspaper or there used to be newspaper articles and things about this cave. Every couple decades, someone would rediscover it and write about it. And people would be, oh my god, that's Southern. That's not, oh my god. Well, how about it? 11 Jones Cave, a mystery cave right in the middle of this big city, and we didn't even know it. And then they'd move on to something else, and then 20 or 30 years later, someone would remember it again. Kentucky Naturalist News. Around 1964, students at Highland Junior High School brought human bones taken from the cave to their 7th grade science teacher. And now nobody does. Even my childhood friends, the ones I used to play with when I was a boy, they've forgotten about the cave we discovered in the way back when. Or else they don't care, because I'm sure as because I'm sure as hell none of them come to visit. So this is my cave. And I don't mean it like I own it. I mean it like this cave is known only to me. It's my duty to know every little crack, every little place the rock juts out. It's my duty to know when the soil gets saturated and the water is about to come wandering through here. It's my duty to look after the little cave beetles. They don't have eyes, you know, they need a little help sometimes. It's my little speck of the only world I know, and I love it to bits. Well, you got one more question, I think, don't you? Yeah, would you like to know God personally? Because, see, like, the bridge to God is through the cross. I have a diagram, that kind of shows how you cross the bridge of death to find salvation. And here, you can have this one. Okay, just here. Yes, I'll take it. Thank you. Thanks. Great. Oh my God. Beautiful, perfect, incredible, sinful man, death, Jesus Christ, eternal life. Okay. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this. Oh, hey, there's no need to, I'm sorry. Hey, now, I'm sorry. I know the Lord's up there. I want to let everyone know he's coming, but I'm just so nervous to tell people. I've been trying all these years and I always feel stupid. So I get really nervous every time. And the printer prints it weird. It's all blocky and fuzzy when you print it out, so it looks stupid. Maybe he is up there. You don't have to be, you don't have to. No, really, I don't believe so, but I've been wrong before. You ever wonder if this is heaven now? You ever wonder if we're all just there now and we don't know it? I've thought about that. All of us have. There's a lot less people who go to church than there used to be because that's what a lot of people think. But I don't think so. But I think about it and I think, well, I can't be because I'm like you. I kind of look at the big, long life ahead of me that stretches out forever and disappears, and I get scared. And I think, this can't be heaven if I'm getting scared, right? And then I think, maybe I'm in heaven and heaven is scary. Wow. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's a great line. Maybe I'm in heaven and heaven is scary. There are some lines in this that hit. Oh, Jesus. I know exactly what you mean. Little picture. Okay, we continue on. Is it gonna be a video? Yes, let's not do this again. Pause the chilled out groove. Okay, let's not do this again. So they haven't figured out the God question yet. Nope. What do you two think? No. Maybe. Maybe? 15,000 years of deep space travel through absolute nothing? And you're still a maybe? Yup. Sometimes I wonder if you're really a scientific instrument. Fuck's sake, let's not do this again. All right. Well, 9, you can think whatever you want. What do you think? I think so. I think there's a higher power. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. I'm a failure of a big sister. Well, I mean, nobody can explain why people are living forever, right? Nobody can explain what happened 15,000 years ago. It's a miracle. Well, to be fair, listen, I'm gonna argue against myself here. That's the privilege of saying maybe. Is that a miracle? Yeah, I guess it is, but so's life in the first place. Hell, put it back way further than that. The mere fact anything exists is a miracle in the first place. Imagine if nothing ever existed in the universe except for a pebble. It's surrounded by nothing, and it never does nothing at all. Why? Why does it exist? That is a miracle. And to get from that to chemicals reacting in stars and magnetic fields and whatnot, that's 1,000 miracles piled up on top of each other. And to get from that to life that crawls out of the water and gets smart enough to make us and blow our little tin can asses to out here, that's just being greedy. So if you ask me, you got lots and lots and lots of homework to do before you can point to immortality as evidence of anything at all. Uh-huh. But still, maybe. Hey, can I go on my own for a little while? Sure, I was wondering when you'd do that. I'm not your parent. You ought to go do what you want. Go call some people. Make some friends down there. I can do that? You sure can, buddy. Okay. Ha, you know where you're going? Clearly you do. Can I call Nancy? Is he gonna call Eddie? No, wait, what? Huh? What are we doing? Okay. Oop. All right, Homer, Nebraska. Second, I know there's nudity on screen, but it's scientific, so don't get mad at me. Okay. Hello? Hello? I'm gonna give this person another southern accent. It's just easy for me to do right now. Who is this? They call me 9. How did you get this number? Who gave you this number? 10 gave me the number 9. Do you know 10? What in the hell are you? Oh, it is Nancy! Okay, so I didn't give Nancy a southern accent before, but she has it now. God, give me the phone. Nancy? Oh my God, Tenny! Hi! Oh my God, hi, how are you? I'm good. It's so good to hear your voice. You too, what a nice surprise. So I hate to come and go, but there's someone I wanted you to meet. 9, say hi. 1 second, I just noticed on stream there's a little gap in the window. That's bothering the hell out of me. Me scoot. There we go, okay. Hi. Oh, 9, hi, how are you? I don't know. 9's a little bit... 9's new. Just woke up a couple days ago. Now 9 hasn't talked to anyone but Juice and I, so not so good at the small talk yet. So this is first contact? Well, how about that? Yes, and we were wondering if 9 could spend a few minutes with you. Oh, well, of course. I was just cooking some breakfast. Fantastic. Nance, I'll check in with you later. Thank you so much. You two have fun. Wait, what? You're not gonna stay? Oh boy, okay, you're a little starstruck, huh? Nancy's a very good friend of mine. She's very nice. You'll be fine. Bye. Bye, Missy. Talk to you soon. So, not too good with small talk, huh? I guess probably not. Well, there's no shame in that. It's really tough. Takes a lot of practice. The first thing you do is introduce yourself, so I'll do that. My name's Nancy McGunnell. What's yours? 9, or I guess my full name is Pioneer 9. So I guess that makes Pioneer 10 your sister. Yeah, when I first woke up, she said she was my little sister. But just a minute ago, she said she was my big sister. How does that make you feel? Hold on, I'm trying to find the word. I was launched in 1968, and she was launched in 1972, so technically I'm older, but she's been awake way longer, and she knows way more, and she's a way better talker than I am, so I guess the word isn't insulted, I guess it's embarrassed? I've never felt embarrassed before. I'm feeling a lot of things for the first time. I built up a ton of residual memory in space, so it's like I know it, but I haven't thought about it. Oh, that must be exciting. But I bet it's also a little weird, huh? Yeah. Well, don't get too discouraged. You know, your sister and your buddy Juice weren't always so hot at communicating either. Thousands of years ago, they made first contact with us, and at first we had no idea it was them, so you have to understand how confusing it was. After an eternity of total silence from the universe, we finally received a clear transmission from somewhere, and we had no idea where it was coming from. Do you want to know the very first thing they said? What? A fart. Communications log, Pioneer 10. Juice. Come on. This is first contact with humanity we're talking about. Far too much responsibility to just throw away on a dumb joke. No, absolutely not. It'll be funny. Do you have any idea how frightened humankind will be? They have probably forgotten we're even out here. They're gonna think we're extraterrestrials or a godlike figure or something. We need to approach this very, very delicately. They'll be fine. Just say fart. Every day for a year, just transmit the message, fart, and never answer them. Oh, actually, wait. Do it every day at like 4:10. Do like farting, 4:10 farting. Get it? You are unbelievable. Come on, it ain't like they don't have it coming. I mean, they drew a dick on you. They drew a picture of a dude butt-ass naked and he's waving like, hi, I got a dick, look at my dick. And then they bolted your ass and blew you into space. This plaque is of scientific importance. Man, they drowned the East Coast and killed Google Reader. Fuck them. I love juice. Oh man. We were fratting down here. It was something I'd never felt before. Kind of amused and terrified at the same time. So I think I know how you feel. I'm happy that you can know how I feel. So, you've got me. 9, what would you like to talk about? You're not busy or anything? Not at the moment. Is your game over? Oh no, not yet. Hold on, just want to make sure I'm not being tapped. Okay, should be fine. Does the other team try to spy on you? They try to. Is that legal? Yeah, not very sportsmanlike, but it is legal. A few years back, I got careless. I had the ball and we were running a misdirection. I had about 200 blockers on that play, and I told them to all go southeast to try and draw the defense. And then I snuck off and ran northeast all by myself. Spent the night in a hotel in North Platte. I called my coach from the local phone. Turns out they had it tapped. Next morning, I went out to get breakfast because, this was no fancy hotel. I wasn't in the mood to eat fruit out of a plastic cup. By the time I got back to my room, the ball was gone. From then on, I always used the room safe every time I stayed at a hotel. So that was a fumble? Mm-hmm. They ran it all the way back, too. That was the first score of the game. It's 24-24 now. Second need to drink. You there? Yeah, sorry, I was just looking up your route. I don't understand what you're doing. Let's see, there she is. Look funny to you? Yeah. Well, a couple days back, I ran up into a twister. That allowed me to... Oh, yeah, I saw it. We were watching. I'm gonna adopt 410 fartin as a new shitpost. Do it. Do it. Oh, fun. Yes, that twister blew me a few miles north. Good thing, too, because... Iowa had me just about surrounded. They would have tackled me for sure, and then I'd be back to the grind. You tuned in at about the right time. This game's been real slow in parts. We'd spend a week grinding out a 1-mile drive, then we'd turn it over on downs, repeat over and over. Getting the sort of open field I got right now is a real luxury. But more to your point, I'm really just trying to go where they're not. They've got defenders patrolling the end zone, but they're not as concentrated up here. I'm about 8,000 yards from the river now. I'm real close. This afternoon I'll probably make a break for it. It seems weird to me that you'd want to be so close to a town. It's usually my game plan whenever I'm in a cross-country game like this one, especially somewhere like Nebraska. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I stick out, right? So someone could spot me from a half-mile off. Of course, if I'm in town, there's lots of eyes and ears on me. And unless it's a real friendly town, word gets around. So I like to stay in the periphery, just outside of town. That's where they forget to look. This is so far from my idea of football. Football's different things to different people. I see this kind of football, the open world kind in its end state. The old grid football, the 100-yard kind, was basically just training wheels. The game was always kind of about the field, of course. The game was always about the field, of course. The ground, the earth, it was kind of like, here, take this little boring flat grassy rectangle and prove you can really know it and understand it. Oh, I like this old footage, how it looks. And they spent hundreds of years getting to know the hell out of it. And now, to me... football is just a further exercise of getting to know and love this world, this planet, The actual ground, it's so rich with history, it's just embarrassing. I've been thinking the same thing. You know, I was telling someone just the other day that I can barely walk 10 feet without sticking my foot into some kind of sacred ground where something special happened. Maybe a week ago, maybe 10,000 years ago. You see that right over there? Couple hundred yards from where I'm standing? That's where Al Capone's brother lived. You know who Al Capone is? Hold on. Yeah. His brother lived there. He was a prohibition agent for the government. Can you believe that? All this time, his brother was the most famous bootlegger in America, and here he was doing the exact opposite, at war with each other like they were Greek gods or something. And of course, the town's named after Homer. Can't make that up. It's a funny world. So they're not here anymore? Oh, no. They passed long before the moment. You know, when people stopped passing on. I was just thinking about people from back then. The people who lived just a little too soon to live forever. It's not fair. I was literally thinking about this like, oh my God, how much it would suck to die the day before everybody stopped dying. Like, how much would that suck for like the people that are grieving you? Oh, that'd be awful. It's not. It's really not. Do you ever think about those people? I do. I think about them often. I was almost one of them. Really? Mm-hmm. Hi, Pumpkin. Thank you for hydrate. Hydrating is good and important. We're getting pretty far in, Pumpkin. I think we only have like 3 more pages left. Let me look. I have the chapters up. We have 4 counting this one, so kind of 3. 3.5. Excuse me. All right. I was about the last person in the world you expect to see in front of you now. Start running back, I was not. A little after my 70th birthday, I got sick. Oh, this picture. Oh. I finish it in the gap between streams and it makes me so sappy. Oh no. There's a non-zero chance I'm gonna cry then. Uh-oh. And it was hard. It was painful. I was starting to think, well, pretty soon's probably going to be my time. I couldn't get out of the house a whole lot. My daughter would come to visit. She was great, but she could only be there some of the time. So a lot of the time I'd just sit in my living room and watch TV. I started to watch football. I'd kind of grown up with it a little, but to tell you the truth, I hadn't usually been much of a fan, but I got fixed up with a little satellite dish and I'd watch it every Sunday. I watched the Browns a lot. Oh, they're good. You were made in 1968? Yeah. You'd better check your residual memory. Okay. For everybody who knows, the Browns are not a good team. The Browns are not a good team. The Browns are not. I don't know very much about current day football, but I know the Browns are not a good team. Okay. Oh, wow. I started watching them because my grandpa was always a big fan. They were bad. They just stunk up the field every week. I think in 2026 they went 3-15, something like that. I love that about them. Okay, what was the Browns? Well, have we started football this year? Browns, football. What am I looking for? Win, loss. Let's see. So they still playing currently. Yeah, they don't have the 2026 season, but last year in 2025, they went 5-12. 5 wins, 12 losses. Ooh, baby. I love that about them. Because, you know, I'd flip around the channels on the satellite box, and all the shows were about people winning, people succeeding, people getting happy endings. And even in sports, you know, even if a team was having a bad year, it was just kind of their turn to be bad. And in a few years, they'd be good again. And I'm sitting on my sofa thinking, a lot of good that does me. I don't know anything about that kind of life. I don't need to see all these stories where I'm sitting in this dusty little house with an oxygen tank. Just don't need it. We'll see if the Oracle of Boys was right. He was close. Go at 315. 2025. Did not do much better than that. But see, I just don't need it. But the Browns, I knew they'd always be there. They'd always lose. I got up every morning. It hurt. And at night, I'd go to bed. They'd get up every Sunday, get the tar beat out of them, and then they'd show up next Sunday and do it all again. I loved that. I loved them. It felt like, it felt like I was one of them. Did they ever win the championship? The Super Bowl? What? Oh, yeah. No, they never did. The miracle that didn't happen for them happened for me. I remember they gave me 3 to 6 months. Well, 3 months passed and then 6, and they drive me to the doctors, and the doctor's like, this is not adding up. So they send me to a hospital in the city, run all kinds of tests, and they're like, well, it's happening to you too. And I said, what? And they said, nothing. Nothing? Nothing. I was getting better. Not even a few weeks later, I was all the way back to my old self. Those were wild days. For all of us, for everybody, they were wild days. And there's no way to know, of course, but I feel like that the team carried me that far. Like that team carried me that far. That day was the finish line. I think they helped to carry me there. I've been thinking about what that's like. Not existing. Well, I guess we'll never know. Ten and Juice are really broken up about the bulb. I know. I was so sad to hear about it. Truly tragic. It meant a lot to me. I can only imagine what y'all must be going through. They're more sad about it than me. It's like they're not used to saying goodbye to anything. No, none of us are. Best problem to have, I suppose. I guess so. You know, my grandpa had this big neon sign he always had in the family room. It said "Go Browns" on it in big letters and had that brown helmet. I think he brought it home from one of his buddies at the bar or something. Couldn't say for sure. My grandma thought it looked tacky. I remembered she'd always say, you can turn that thing on after I go to bed. That was the compromise. The night he passed away, I was staying the night. My grandma woke me up in the middle of the night and said a neighbor was coming by to watch me, that Grandpa had passed on. They'd already taken him away, and in the middle of everybody running around, there were a few minutes there where I was just there by myself in the family room, and that sign was the only thing on, and it just softly lit up the room in this beautiful sort of orangey brown. I was 8 years old then, and I remember just kind of standing there and looking at the light in the room, and you know what I thought? I remember thinking how strange it was that the light was still on. I thought that, well, if he was gone, then the light he switched on should have turned off. That as soon as he went, everything should go with him. But there it was, though. Just glowing. Ooh, this is getting me. Ooh, this is getting me. Ooh. Centered. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. How did this make me sad about a neon sign that says "Go Browns"? Come on. Okay. I think this is okay. Yes, this is the video. This is the video that isn't up anymore, but I found it. I found a re-upload. See if I can get the boom. Okay, so this is called "I Have to See It." Thank you, Rabbit of Doom. Thank you, Rabbit of Doom on YouTube. I just want to see, let's see. This is my usual content. Okay. Yeah, there's something about, I think it's the nudity. Oh yeah, 10's plaque that has like nudity on it that got taken down by YouTube TOS. That's lame as hell. Okay, so here we go. How did it go? Good, I think it went good. Nancy told me about the plaque. God, of course she did. So they attached it to you in case extraterrestrials found you? Yep. Did you ever see any? Nope. Do you think we ever will? I've been looking really hard for thousands of years, and I have no reason to think so. Fuck. What? You're a drawing of butt-ass naked people that's hurtling through space and for no reason. Like, imagine a million years from now, you reach some far-off galley that's near an entropy and, like, nothing ever moves around in it anymore. It's just, like, still for thousands and thousands of years. And then you come on, zooming through, whoosh, here's a dick. Okay, that's gotta be it. See? Nan likes my joke. Laugh it up, laugh it up. You think you're so... Oh, wow, what? Wait, what? You think you're so hilarious just because... Wait, what? What? Wait. This is like a 3-minute video. What's happening? Oh shit, 9? 9, buddy? Don't freak out. This is normal. You're fine. You just need to recharge. Here, you got one? Yeah, I got like 1. Eat up, little buddy. Consider they conserve their charge for as long... Yeah. Hey. You lost your charge, that's all. I would have warned you. I just thought your capacity was going to be a little higher. You've only got a little power left. After that, you're going to have to charge up for a while. How long? Hard to say. Probably a few months at least. No. I mean, how much time left on this charge? Oh, I don't know. A few minutes? Listen, it's no big deal. Juice and I have to shut down all the time. You just... I have to see New York. Oh, come on. It can wait. No, now. I have to see it. Yeah, and haven't been so active. Yeah, makes sense that their power's draining. Like, it took so long for them to send those messages in the very beginning. Yeah, and we touched on New York a little bit about how it's in the water. But it's nice that that kind of establishes that they won't, like, die. They're not going to just die out there. They are solar powered, it seems. So, like, yes, their battery will drain, but they will charge back up and they'll be okay. Our little guy ain't dying. Our little dude. They tried to bargain at first, like, oh, they're making shit up, like, well, I won't be alive to have to deal with it, like, well, who cares? I live in Kansas City. Like, I just worked a double and I'm too tired to don't bother me with this shit. But when it started happening, they kept bargaining, like, well, we'll just fix it with science, like, well, it's not too late to stop it, like, well, it's just gonna melt a little. Nah, man, all of it, like, all of it, and then all this was gone. I miss it dearly. Little guy charge. Heard the bagels were trash, though. I love juice. I love juice. Okay. Oh, no, we're not going to watch the short film. If you guys would like to watch, I do know, so there's a 15-minute short film that you can watch on YouTube that was made independently of the series, just kind of like an homage to the series. Which, oh, wait. Hey guys, do you want to watch Sea Otters for like a second? Guys, do you want to watch... I just hit my mic arm. Do you guys want to watch Otters for just a second? Just like a second? Just a second? Can we watch Otters? I'm watching Otters for just a second. Not very long. There's probably not even otters on the cam. There aren't any otters on the cam. It's okay. Wait. Can I go back in the stream? No. They're sleeping. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's late in Vancouver. Wait, there's another one in the Seattle Aquarium. Does this one have an otter? He's sleeping. Oh my god, they have little hard hats. Oh, this one. There's another one right here. I didn't see that one. For people who do not know, otters are my favorite animal. I love otters so much. Look at them go. 2 hard hats. Why do you need 2, buddy? What do you need two for? Wonderful. Amazing. Incredible. Incredible. Yay. They're so adorable. I'm looking at this one's little face. Like he has his paws like close to his face and he's sweeping. The otter have something. Hey, where's my badumtis? Where's my badumtis? Have you seen Kawausos? Kawa meaning bear? Let me look. Kawauso. Kawauso is just the word for otter. No, it just shows me otter. Oh. Oh, is Babi. Oh, is Babi. Wait a second, we have to put these otters away. Oh, he's drifting. Oh, the other otters are gone. One second. Got this one from Yokai Watch. It is just Otor. It's just an otter in a little hat and a kimono. Otor. But when you just Google Kawauso, it just gives you an otter. Oh yeah, this says Kawauso right there. Otter. River otter that can become a person, and they echo what people said. That's so cute. Oh, there he goes. oh, the one with the two hard hats is back. In focal, that's so cute. Okay, sorry. Okay, otter tangent is over. I just saw that I could look at an otter, and we have looked at the otter. put him away. Maybe we'll visit. We'll visit them again. I love you, otter. I love otter. Oh, they're little babies. Okay, 2 more chapters. Do I want to do one final break? Yeah, let's do one last break before these last 2 little bits. We have New York City, and then we have the end, the last thing. Seeing how long is this? A little bit long. So yes, I'm just gonna take another 5 minutes. You guys are getting an extra long stream. But it's my birthday week. It's birth anniversary. It's birth anniversary. We can have longer streams. But yes, yeah, everybody refill your drinks. Go get yourself a snack. Yes. Yes. All right, okay. And we will be back for the last part of 17776 in 5 minutes. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Okay. Are we ready for the final stretch? Are you ready for New York? Because it looks like global warming did still happen, and there is non-polar ice caps. Uh-oh. Good thing nobody can die. Haha. Yes. Yes. All right. I'll feed my son. Pumpkin, you weren't here for the picture of Eddie. I will show you now while I get him a treato. That's for you. Here he comes. Partway through stream, Eddie crawled up into my lap and draped his little feet over my leg. Look at him. Look at him. He sat there for so long. I think I heard him crunch. You might have. My new mic is very sensitive. You might have heard him crunch it. You have anything you want to say? I don't know if you guys heard that. He is talking. Well, we'll do here though. Say thank you, Eddie. Okay, no, I have to put him away. There they go. Away. Oh, Eddie, I'm such a fan. Everybody should be. He's a perfect little guy. Huh. Eddie got an automatic food feeder last week because my neurologist said that I should, so that I don't have to keep waking up to feed him. Because he eats every 8 hours, and my neurologist was like, "You need to get more continuous sleep. I swear to God." So he has a little auto food feeder, and he is loving it. Yeah, he loves the robot. He loves the food robot. The food robot, what gives him his food every 8 hours. What a champion! What a delight! I was really worried that he'd be scared of it because he's scared of most things. But then he realized that it was giving him food, and he was like, "Hell yeah! All right." Oh, we should call it Jeeves. We haven't named it. Do you want it to be Jeeves? We could do that. Okay. All right. Anyway, Let's wrap this up. Hello, you've reached Emily. Ty. Babe, it was the wrong ball. It was a tie ball. Wait, Ty Detmer? Yep. And he said there was going to be... Yeah. I'd be honored to put a joke in your house, boss. So we need the chilled out grooves. There we go. We can make it. We can name it Jeez. I'll think about it. Jeez is very funny. And he said there was going to be. Yeah. Yep. The dealer said, yeah, sure. There's a Koi Detmer. Oh, the Koi Detmer. Oh my God, the footballs. Do you guys remember the footballs? The guy that's collecting the footballs signed by that one guy. I eat jokes and amusement. I'd be stoked to get a running joke stat. Back now, welcome back, Doomy. Yeah, the football collecting game. Yep. The dealer said, yeah, sure, there's a Koi Detmer autographed ball this guy's grandpa used to have. Oh, and they talked about that he said it was in like his basement or his attic or something. So I made the drive into Queens, right address and everything. Oh no. Everything was there like he said it was, but it was a Ty Detmer autograph. Oh no, Jason, oh my God. Fucking figures, it figures. Oh, shit, babe, I'm so sorry. Have you heard of the new Horror Brain vending machine? No, I haven't. Tell me what it's called and I'll look it up. Adding a note in my notebook. Okay. But yeah, this is the guy that like crashed his car and like all of the Detmer balls that he had like exploded. And his only other competitor had like 6, but because the other ones exploded, that means the other guy is winning. Man, it's too bad. If only it was a tie game, then it'd be a tie game. Yeah. You get it? Get what? Jesus, the joke! The joke! I was telling a joke. Oh. Tie game, you know? God, you were Jasoning out. Sorry. How are you feeling? Kind of relieved, I guess, actually. This game's probably over. This was my shot. Well, you've still got 400 years. It's cute, yeah. Man, you know, this could have been a game. Like a great game. If Mike hadn't burned up those 17. Man. Because it's like, okay, this was a genius design for a game. And I know we've talked about this a million times. We've talked about everything a million times, baby. But like, it's so rare to be able to draw up a game around uncertainty. I mean, how many footballs has Koi Detmer autographed? Nobody really knows. I bet he doesn't even know. So in the process of playing this game, we find out that number. And once we know, we can't really play the same game again. This was special. We can't replay it. You know what it's like? I was just reading about this morning. It's like a Fermi problem. Enrico Fermi! I know this story already. I know Enrico Fermi was just a lucky dude. You know, Fermi found a lot of elements. I'm like 90% sure. One sec, I have to double check myself because my brain is so bad, but... Yeah, remember the Manhattan Project? Yeah, he did a lot of nuclear work. Did he discover nuclear fission? Yes. Yeah, he did the world's first self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction. Yeah. Is it just reading dialogue? Yes. Called interdimensional vending machine. Is that an SCP vending machine? Ooh, okay. Yeah. I'll definitely look into it. There are some images in some videos, but like it's mostly me just voice acting. It's like a Fermi problem. What's that? It's named after this guy named Fermi, Enrico Fermi. He was this famous mathematician, and he would ask questions like, the big one was, how many piano tuners are there in Chicago? Yeah, I think so. I think so, Goulash. Huh. So how do you answer that without actually going and counting, right? Well, you ask a lot of little questions that kind of hack away at the answer. Questions like, okay, first off, how many pianos do you think there are in Chicago? And then it's like, well, what percentage of people actually own a piano? So you estimate the number of people who, you've been to their house and you know they have a piano, and then divide that by the total number of people's houses you've been to. I'm gonna say let's just keep this easy, 1 in 100 homes has a piano in it. Okay, sure, we'll use that. And the population of Chicago is like 3 billion. 3 billion? Million, 3 million. You said billion. I swear you said billion. Well, whatever. I mean million. So that would mean there are... I know really nothing about SCP. Yeah, I like SCP stuff. Hope you have a good time with it. Yeah, I'll check it out too. Yeah, callback joke. Million, billion, million. Well, whatever. I meant million. So that would mean there are... 30,000 pianos in Chicago? There are 3 million people in Chicago, not 3 million homes. You're probably looking at, 1 million homes, maybe? That's like 3 people per home. Then you have to think about the number of Chicago homes that could actually accommodate a piano, probably fewer than usual. There you go, now you're getting the game. Man, where'd you read about that? Wikipedia? Wikipedia? You rabbit holing again? Yep. God, I can't believe I didn't know about that until now. It basically describes exactly what I've spent all these years doing. I swear I'll never get to the bottom of Wikipedia, or at least it'll take a long time. They've started putting in entries for apartment histories. Lori was telling me about it. What do you mean? Like the history of an apartment. You can type in 123 whatever street, apartment 3, and it'll be this enormous story of everything that ever happened in that apartment. Huh. I thought it was kind of cool. So how's New York? It's, Yep. It's good. I decided to take a swim over to Manhattan. I'm on a rooftop now. Oh, that's a hell of a swim. It is. I'd forgotten. No worries, Doomy. Yeah, no worries. Have a good night. It's easier to think, especially as an out-of-towner. It's easy to think, well, I'll just stop at a skyscraper every so often to catch my breath. But there's this huge chunk of it in between downtown and midtown that's almost totally below the waterline. There just aren't that many tall buildings. Actually, I was thinking I could design a pretty good game here. Really? I mean, I just thought of it today. I haven't really... Tell me! Okay, well, the end zones would be Midtown and downtown, right? Like, maybe Battery Park and Bryant Park would be the 2 end zones. Maybe 20 players to a side, and they all get a speedboat. Oh! So obviously, with all the water in between, the middle of the field would be some pretty wide open play, but around the end zones it'd get all hairy because you basically have to sail around through city blocks. But at the same time, you could kind of use them too. Take crazy routes to throw off your tacklers. So the blocks would block for you. See, yes, and also it fits thematically because New York's city grid was literally called a gridiron when they drew it up in the early 1800s, way before there was even football, so it's like a perfect fit. You always have to get cute. Always. I've got an idea. Yep. Make the ball really heavy. Make it out of lead or something, so hey, how do you tackle somebody? Probably just by ramming your speedboat right into them. They're tackled if they fall in the water. Okay, so if they fumble, the ball's really heavy, so it doesn't float. It sinks to the bottom. So all of a sudden, the game turns into a diving expedition. Oh, wow, I love it. See, that's why you're married to a 386-time TCL Most Valuable Player. There you go. Are the skyscrapers part of the field? Sure, I guess so. I don't think this game would have been as fun back in the day, before this place sunk. It was just a bunch of ground, way more interesting when there's just no open field. You should write that game. Seriously, you've got a good one. Maybe I will, although I'd have to drag people out to New York to play it. I don't know how many takers I'd get. Ah, shit. I told you the computer parts story, right? The what? New York? Computer parts not ringing a bell? If you have, I don't remember. God, there's no way I haven't told you, but whatever, okay. I have to tell you the computer parts story. This is good. I'm excited. Okay, all right. So an old teammate of mine told me this story. I guess back in 2000 or something, he was house sitting for his uncle. His uncle had this apartment in Tribeca. He worked for the NFL. He didn't know what his uncle did for the NFL exactly, but he made good money. Well, he was in Tribeca, I'd bet so. Right? I know. So at this point, this kid is like 19. And when you're 19, obviously, it's like the dream of a lifetime to go visit NYC and have some swank-ass place all to himself. Oh, absolutely. So he's there for like a few days, and all of a sudden he gets a call from his uncle. And his uncle is like, listen, you've got to do something for me. You've got to take some stuff that's in my freezer and take it to my office on Park Avenue. And he's like, can't you send somebody else to do it? And he's like, no, it's kind of a secret. I kind of fucked something up and I got busy and never got around to bringing it to the office. And now they're wondering where it is. So you need to meet my buddy there and deliver it to him. I'd have someone else do it if I could, but I'm in a jam or whatever. Okay. So he's like, okay, and looks in the freezer. And since it's this swanky apartment, he's got a full-size standing freezer. It's not just your regular fridge freezer things. Sure. And he opens it up, and it's full of piss. What? It's full of actual piss? It's full of all these little vials of urine samples? Oh, no, not the Pillar Man thing. I'm betting, so if he worked for the NFL, he probably did, like, steroid testing. He did drug testing for the NFL. What the fuck? So turns out that his uncle is an official in charge of collecting urine samples from NFL players. He just kept them at his place. I guess, I don't know. Apparently he was kind of a fuck up or something. I guess he just thought it was just as good as storing them in the office, and he just never got around to testing them. So that ends up with him having literally an entire freezer full of NFL piss. I love all the big question marks from Tazzy. I wasn't expecting this either. This made a turn. Holy shit. So this kid doesn't really know what to do. He gets the huge rolling suitcase he traveled with, and he just starts dumping the vials in there. Oh my God. And then he heads to the subway. He gets off at some station in Midtown, and the suitcase is apparently really heavy because, I mean, it's filled with liquid. And when he's rushing up the subway steps, he can hear the glass rattling around and breaking. So, I mean, this entire plan is going to hell. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh no. And he was in one of those stations where you have to go up like 3 different sets of stairs. And the last one, he's halfway up and some guy asks him, hey, you want me to help you with that? So he grabs the other end and helps him carry it up. See, New Yorkers always had this bad reputation. I always thought everyone was really cool there. I was not expecting this, Tam. Shush. Okay, so they're halfway up the steps and this guy asks him, damn, this thing is heavy. What the hell do you have in here anyway? And of course, he's not about to tell him it's full of urine samples, so he just blurts out, computer parts. Computer parts. Yeah, and then so immediately, without a second of hesitation, the guy hits him in the face and runs off with the bag. This is incredible. This is a great story. This is just a great short story. Yippee! Yippee! And he told me the sight of him running off with the bag in a hurry just couldn't wait to make off with it. God, that's so good. That is too good. I'm like positive you never told me that one. It's weird to be here. I want to know how they did these little simulations because it's obvious they're like kind of 3D models, it looks like, with like images put over it. I was gonna make a reference to the video game Siren. I'm sure nobody knows about. It's fine. I saw this mural today. It was all over the city just diving, and I was all over the city just diving and looking at stuff. And this big painting on the side of a building, it was all the way below the waterline. A little bit worn away, but it was still in pretty good shape considering. Keep forgetting to search. Yeah. I'm sure there's like info about it somewhere. What was it? It was like a painting of a mother. I guess it was a mother holding her baby. Never cried underwater before. Babe, are you okay? Yeah. I don't know if this is going to come out right. I mean, we got here, you know? We got here. We grew up thinking one day it'd be our time to go, and it just never was. It never was. Going under that water is like going back through time. Everything is like it was. All the buildings were built, all the cars were neatly parked, all the garbage cans were bolted to the sidewalk by people who were afraid to die. It was the meticulous craftsmanship of terrified people. We didn't know we'd have each other for good. Back then, there was real fear, real worry. The world was all fucked up. I remember feeling so alone, like I was the only one fighting it. We were all in it together, though. Every stranger you've ever met, they were fighting the very same fight you were. Of course, you didn't talk about it with them, but all of us saw that terror, the terror any mortal person has. That terror wasn't natural. No other creature in the universe woke up every morning knowing it was guaranteed to die one day. Just us. Nobody should have to live with that. It's too much. It isn't right. No one ever should have to bear it. But we did. We all stared it down and we kept going, and we did it together. We were all in it together. It felt lonely, but we were never alone. We all had each other, no matter how often we forgot it. All of us. We always had each other. Ooh! Oh, this mural. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, last bit. Night. That's what it's called up here in the top tab. So what do you think? You ready for bed? I'm gonna wake up, right? Promise? Promise. Not sure when, but I promise. Okay, yeah. I'm ready. How much time do I have left? Right about a minute, it looks like. 1 minute, huh? Okay, I can do this. First, don't worry about anybody dying due to the rise in sea levels. Everyone was safely relocated, and I'm very happy to report that folks in places like Houston and Louisiana and Savannah were able to preserve their cultures elsewhere in the country. Guys, Mom found the piss freezer. It's so over. Good luck, Sumi. The rush. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this in 1 minute. Okay, I will try. 1 second. I have my little timer for breaks that I can see at all times. So I will start that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try and do this in less than a minute. Here we go. First, don't worry about anybody dying due to rising sea levels. Everyone was safely relocated, and I'm very happy to report that folks in places like Houston, Louisiana, and Savannah were able to preserve their cultures elsewhere in the country. Second, you may have noticed that Maine's new border was strangely preserved in a straight line, and that's because the Canadians, being slightly more forward thinkers, dispatched aid directly to the state to build a retaining wall. Third, the rest of the world is basically carrying on just fine. While it's tragic that much of the Caribbean was lost, I'm relieved to report to you that they were safely relocated and their cultures have remained alive and robust to this day. Fourth, 10, really should have told you that at the outset that in the process of establishing our first contact with you, it would require lots and lots of waiting. That experience was unfair to you and due to the very bad oversight on our part. She feels bad about it, and so do I, and we are both sorry. Fifth, no, for the millionth time, we really do not know why humans stopped aging. Sixth, 10's word is a little bit clumsy with regards to people stopped aging. To clarify, babies in the womb in 2026 were indeed born and grew into adults, and all the children grew into adulthood as well. Seventh, we don't know. We didn't really actually look at any people, but thanks to medical technologies, people can essentially be whatever age they feel like being, between 20-ish and 100-ish. Some people choose to be old. They just like it that way. It's great. Eighth, we're not in some kind of simulation or matrix or whatever, and even if we were, there'd be no way to prove it, so who gives a shit? Nah, I know your residual data indicates that that the universe will eventually be ended via heat death. Good news, that's bullshit. We really thought it was true in the 20th century before we had thousands more years to study it. The Earth is always going to be there. Because 10th, we figured out how to keep the sun going perpetually. 11th, all the old buildings on Earth are still standing because they were really built really well with renewed technology to help keep them in good shape. 12th, that cop in Nebraska was there because he really just decided that was his role. There are really some things that, like petty theft or whatever going on, but these people are the people of the 20th and 21st centuries, and they act like the world, and they like the world they built, and they keep seeing these seemingly redundant roles intact because they are who they are. 13th, changing ocean and geography aside, state borders remain identical for the same reason. 14th, no, you are never going to die, and neither will we. 15th, oh, that took 2 minutes. Some people like to be old, mood. That took 2 minutes. 2 minutes, well, 1 minute and 45 seconds, which I think is pretty good. Time's almost up. Fuck, well, I got pretty far. I do like that this is basically, this whole thing is the author saying, here are all your questions that you would potentially have at the end of this. and I'm just answering it now because these are not questions that are important to me. This was more a thought experiment on what people would do if they could live forever and there was no other conflict. What would they do? And so, like, yes, you're going to have all of these questions. I'm sure that he came up with these questions as he was writing. And then he was just like, okay, here's all the answers all at once. Fuck, well, I got pretty far. That's all of his questions. Pretty much. I love you guys. Love you too. Love y'all too. I need to make a partition in my data storage. This is the end, right? The end of this story? We were always at the end. It's a free play, buddy. Clock's all zeros. It's after the end of the world. Final part. Good night. Or just night. Second. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. Juice is incredible, and I love Juice. Juice is so great. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. Okay. Night. Pioneer 9 has not made contact with Earth since 1983. It is almost certainly not operational, but it is very likely to still exist. Pioneer 10 last sent signals to Earth in 2003 is believed to be 10 billion miles from Earth and traveling nearly 27,000 miles per hour. JUICE, or Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, is currently being developed by the European Space Agency. It is scheduled to launch it. Wait, did they launch the JUICE? Did they launch JUICE? Wait, Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, parentheses, JUICE. They launched him in April 2023! Yay! Yay! Okay, so he's supposed to be up there for 8 years. And he's been up there for 3 years, 1 month, and 29 days. Yay! They did it! The juice is really loose. The juice is loose. This was in 2017, remember? Oh yeah, this is definitely like just basic computer. Game 27. Game 27. Game 27 is my favorite part of this whole thing. I loved Game 27. Oh my god, that was so funny. Game 27 is the funniest shit in the world. Oh, the grabbing. Oh, and then spinning it. That's so cute. 17,776. Written, illustrated, and designed by John Voice. Creative director at SB Nation Labs. Aw. Special thanks to all these people here. What a cool multimedia project. Dedicated to y'all. That's us. We are y'all. Oh, the one football game that just goes in a straight line. So funny. So many of these concepts are so good. I know that John Boy also did that weird Tim Tebow thing. I'm going to have to go back and watch these ones too now, aren't I? There's only one other stream, Tam. It is the stream right before this one was the first half of this. You can also read it on your own if you would like. Literally, if you just search 17776, it is right here. SB Nation, what football will look like in the future. This also let me know that there is a place called the Interactive Fiction Database, which means I need to get into this shit. What do you mean? Awesome. Yeah, you can absolutely. Yeah, check that out if you would like. But yeah, you can watch it. I want to see games. Yeah, apparently you need to just dig through this shit. But I like you reading it. Thank you, Tam. I'm glad you liked it. Here we got. I want to see. Can I like most ratings maybe? Photopia from 1998. Oh, the top 2 here with the most ratings are by the same dude. Huh. Oh, wow. Look. Oh, wow. Okay. Dude, I don't know any of these. How do I not know any of these? Okay, Hitchhiker's Guide. You do all the voices? Yeah, I try. I kind of taper out at the end, but I never heard of any of these. My father's long. Michael Lutz is a The uncle who works for Nintendo. Where do you... Oh, it's an itch.io thing. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be... Ooh, this is gonna be a thing for me, isn't it? Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I have dug into this. Can I do like... Okay, highest rated. Counterfeit monkey. Emily Short. Savoir-faire bronze. Okay, wow. Oops, all for Sumi. Yeah, look at all of this. Dude, look at the timelines. But 2012? Is there also 2012? 2016? Emily's been at it. What in the... How do I get to this? How do I get to this? How do you get to this? How do I play this? How do I play this? Googling. 20 yeah. An espionage game. Is this it? Concept reminds me of I was a teenage I've heard of that one. Congrats on 800 subscribers. Thank you, Kay. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this you can't touch anymore if it's all like interactive. Okay, externals. Here you go. On a GitHub. I've heard of I was a teenage exocolonist. Oh, that okay. Play online? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, this is for later. This is a treat for later. Oh my god, wait, what? Okay. This is for later. Wow. Okay, cool. But we are already like an hour over. What do you mean a 1776 threequel? Are you telling me there's a sequel? How can there be a threequel? Oh, is it this one? Oh, okay, we have to look into this later. Okay, yes, later. Oh, this was published in 2020. The threequel is going to be 50007. Wow. Crazy. Okay. But we are like already an hour over stream. So we'll call it there. I have things I can look at later. I have future streams potentially about interactive storytelling on the internet. But for now, let's go ahead and go back to the club. Sumi got asked because I missed it. Okay. What are we asking? Did the bulb hurt? It did a little bit. The eulogy I thought was really funny, but like the whole thing of them being like, well, we're just like not used to losing anything anymore. I was like, ow. I bawled like a baby. Oh, it didn't hit me like that super hard. The closest I got to crying was the one bit with the Go Browns sign. That was really just genuinely very good writing all the way through. Just like such a natural voice for everybody, and like everybody had their own kind of way of speaking. It was great. Yeah. Them saying it's their ancestor, I think that's very sweet. Okay, so schedule for the rest of the birthiversary. Tomorrow we will be doing more Baldur's Gate 3 so I can look at my girl, Tavora. And also, like, I guess Astarion is there, but like Tavora, my perfect girl. Tuesday through Friday, we will be playing my favorite game of all time, BioShock. I'm so excited to touch this game for the first time in... Gosh, when did BioShock come out? I don't know if I want the answer to this question. This is going to be scary. 2007 was when it came out. I think last time I played was probably like 2012. I did a replay. So it's been over 10 years. So it's going to be so fun to get back to it. Saturday, streams, all these streams, by the way, are going to be at 3 p.m. PST. No late stream on Saturday. I'm going to play Rivals. I'm going to play some Rivals because I get a treat. I get the treat of looking at Loki. That's what I get for my birthday. And then Sunday, we're going to be making my birthday cake in Cooking Simulator. And if my voice is feeling up to it, I'll maybe sing like a little bit of karaoke. My voice is still recovering. But yeah, that's going to be the week. I hope you guys can join me for things. On Twitch, I'm going to send you guys over to Rashira, who is doing repo with some friends. Shira's got a new model since I last saw her. It looks really cute. BioShock, yes. Protect your instrument. I'm doing my best. I'm going to go steam my throat after this. But yes, on YouTube, I do not have the ability to send you guys anywhere. If you would like to help me get to that place, please consider subscribing. We just hit 800 subscribers, but the best thing you can do is watch previous VODs. If you want to watch all of 1776 from the start, that is on the channel. Watch throughs of the full Backroom series, The Oldest View, Oakburn Opus is all on there. Full playthroughs of Pathologic 3, Detroit Become Human, everything we've done in Baldur's Gate so far is there. There's a lot of things you could watch if you would feel so inclined. Any watch time helps. Thank you. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. Eddie, do you have anything that you would like to add? You think you could catch a 200-pound football fired out of a cannon? It's wonderful. You have so much self-confidence, buddy. All right, everyone. I will see you tomorrow for Baldur's Gate 3 for day 2 of the birthiversary. Until then, oyasumi.